me. Now come. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know I'm weird. Whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondy Blue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondy Blue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
Ooh, girl. What's up? Hi, y'all. What's going on, everybody? It's your girl Bondy Blue, and I'm back. I'm back for another Bondy Blue show, and this is gonna be an episode where I'm gonna be cursing people loud. Yes, I love that for me. I love it. And no, seriously, because I want the people to hear me clearly. I need to, I guess, get more into like actually doing things. But when I get up here, I am an advocate when it comes to domestic violence. It happened naturally, but that is where I stand as somebody with a platform, okay? I don't play about it. I understand it deeply. And because of that, I am ready to argue with you bitches on any given day because it's more of y'all than it is men defending Big Tigger. So we're going to get into that, but I just want y'all to know, because we're not going to get into it yet because I want to wait a little while before we get into the DV of it all. It's the beginning of the video. You know, I'm trying to get monetized. Okay, tip me. You should tip her. You should tip her. Okay? And if you're not going to tip me, bitch, you know, you should maybe check out Reset by Design Wellness, where we go on retreats, luxurious retreats for Black women. And they can be around people with sense. Okay? They can be around people that will empathize with them, that will talk to them, okay? That will see their side of things, okay? So come on down to the Reset by Design Wellness where we support women, okay? And we don't play, because y'all, it was so many. I mean, I'm a woman. I'm like, girl, you act like that matters. You act like it matters that you're a woman. Most of the time, the reason why I can't see domestic violence. I can't see that. Girl, you can't see domestic violence happening here? You can't? Well, maybe it's because you don't know what the fuck domestic violence is. I wish y'all would go Google stuff. Go Google stuff before you start talking to me. And check your sources when you Google it, because AI mode will bring things up and then you can go to the links where those things actually are so you can check your sources. And we're going to have a conversation because it was way too many of you bitches. And I'm sorry. It was because I'm trying to get brand deals, but they upset me, brands. I don't like domestic violence, and I don't like women that make excuses for domestic violence. So I'm going to call these hoes some bitches. Please forgive me. These bitches, and I'm calling y'all that because where this comes from is y'all inability to even see the victim in yourselves because you think it's a weakness, to pay attention to how you probably have gone through a similar situation with a nigga. And I know it because I've talked to some of you women. I have talked to some of y'all that think that domestic violence is not what it actually is. You think a nigga gotta be beating a bitch into a pulp and all of that in order for it to be DV. And the reason why you feel like that is because you don't want to even empathize with yourself. And I know that's what it is. That's why I just be wanting to shake the shit out of y'all. But then y'all start talking to me like I'm stupid because you don't know shit. I'm not dumb. I don't sound dumb. I don't sound delusional. I sound like somebody that knows what domestic violence is and that also knows what laws are. Yeah, bitch, I know the laws. The judge and the police officers that looked at all of that shit, they thought the same way that I did. And listen, that doesn't mean anything because the police and the judges don't always get it right. They don't. But the way y'all will act like a bitch not making sense when this is literally textbook DV. This is textbook domestic violence. Y'all just don't know what the fuck domestic violence is. You don't know what it is, bitch. I know what I'm talking about. You don't know what it is. You don't understand the meanings of words. You can't empathize with yourself or other women, and you can't hold men to a higher regard. Shout out to the men in my comments that did understand where I was coming from because they are grown enough to see the shit for what it is and to know when you a man that really don't want to ever put his hands on his woman, whatever. Even if I am cheating on you, bitch, I don't want to put my hands on you, right? So if you catch my phone, if you catch me, I'm going to take the fucking L. I'm going to take the L. I'm going to be like, you got it, babe. I'm fucking up. You know why? Because you're a man. You the husband. You the one with all the money. And you got the power. So she could be upset about you cheating on her. Now, what we really think it is there was some shit in that phone that you really, really was fighting to keep private. And a lot of y'all don't understand. Y'all just then forgot about that. What I really was paying attention to was the way y'all sound like women who have believed the lie that a man told you when he hurt you behind that phone. Because I don't go through niggas' phones. Let's be very clear. I know this nigga password. I don't have to go through his phone. I don't have these types of problems. So be fucking clear. Because you hoes that was in the comments defending Big Tigger, y'all the hoes that got these types of problems. I don't. Okay, I'm sorry. I have to shit on y'all a little bit. Y'all was talking to me a little bit too tough in the comments when at the end of the day, I'm just about what's right. I am about what's right. And if you think that it is okay or even fucking legal for him to fight her over that phone, you're an idiot, bitch. You're a dumb bitch. When at the end of the day, y'all want to know what I think is really going on?
A tallymackle. It's a dick on the phone. You telling me it's a dick on the phone. He said it's a dick on the phone. I said, so right now, if I look at the phone, there's going to be a dick in it.
And y'all, and it's so funny because to me, I'm putting you two hoes together. The women that love the DL Whisperer and want to know, the women that defended the DL Whisperer down bad, he just putting us up on game. Y'all the same bitches that's in the comments defending Big Tigger. Not recognizing that's the exact nigga that y'all was talking about in my comments that's being all physical and shit with a woman because he hiding something. I'm putting you two, because I think because to me, it's giving same mentality. And that's what the fuck I be talking about. Y'all got to get y'all mentality together. Because y'all don't even see the shit when it's happening. Y'all be complaining and bitching and crying about DL men real bad. Somebody, like literally probably in that exact same situation and y'all hoes in the comments, but his phone. She can't just take his phone. That's his phone. I'm like, y'all are children. Y'all have heard that from some man and y'all think that that shit is right. It is not. I'm sorry. Hold on. I love everybody, okay? I don't play about domestic violence, and I know how many games niggas play. I know about all, like, y'all, oh my God, the psychological games, the getting you upset to the point that you do all of that shit, the antagonizing you. We watched that other video when that lady actually hit her head, and let me tell y'all something. Y'all may not know something about these fuck-ass niggas. I want to hit y'all hoes in the head. Y'all may not understand something about these fuck-ass niggas, but let me tell you something, okay? Listen to me good when I tell you this, bitch. A man that don't really want to put his hands on a woman is not about to fight a woman over a fucking phone. Niggas love to get you in scenarios where they can put their hands on you and then blame you for it. Oh, you got my phone. It don't matter. It don't matter. If she had his phone in her hand, he does not then have a right to fight her for it, to physically grab it from her, to restrain her, to wrestle her down to the floor. Y'all, that's domestic violence. Legally, that's why he got arrested. That's why he got charged. Because you're not allowed to physically harm somebody over an object. Y'all understand that when they're killing these little boys over fucking water bottles and all of that. Y'all understand it then. But when it comes to women and putting your hands on people, it's because y'all believe women deserve to be punished for bad behavior by men. That's why. And we're going to get into it. But before we get into the domestic violence, I had to preface it because I want y'all to know the type of video this fitting to be before y'all get all comfortable and shit. Okay? Yes. Listen. Because the thing that made me mad is my initial video is me saying they're both wrong. What the fuck wrong with y'all? Because in my mind, I'm not fighting no nigga over the phone. You want to fight me over the phone? I already know what the answer is. But that's me in my mind now. That's not me being in an abusive relationship. That's not me back in the day when I wanted to go through somebody's phone and I felt like they was hiding something and now you fighting me. So now I really want to see what's in this bitch. Because you willing to fight me over it? Oh, now I got to see what you got in this phone. There is a less smart way to handle situations, absolutely. But the way y'all only was looking for her to handle it differently, as if that grown-ass man don't have another phone, that bitch-ass nigga got another phone. Maybe it's because y'all don't know what it is to be in entertainment. You always have more than one fucking phone. You always have more than one fucking phone, okay? When you're in entertainment, you always have more than one phone. That ain't that nigga only fucking phone. And we gonna go through that first video when the lady was like, I'm bleeding. Take a picture, I'm bleeding. And he start wrestling with her. And I'm like, the fuck is you wrestling with her for now? Y'all want to defend that mush mouth. I ain't gonna call him a dick. I'm not gonna call him a dick sucker, okay? But you know what? All of y'all women in the comments that was fighting me and talking to me crazy about this shit.
Well, I tell you what, watch that dick sucking shit, because that'll go bad.
Call it what you want.
Every time. So, y'all, let's calm down. Everybody take a deep breath. Talking about me. No, y'all, I don't play about that, because that's a part of the problem. That is a huge, we're going to get into Wiley. That is a huge part of the fucking problem. And I get so tired of it be different. And this is why India Irie was right. This is why India Irie was absolutely right. Because when you realize how many of these women do not want to be saved, they don't want to be in safer relationships because they don't even want to hear when a man is abusive. That's what you need. He's abusive, bitch. He putting his hands on her. It don't matter what it's about, the fact that he's even doing it. But that's because you don't even know what it looked like to be with a man that's like, yeah, nah, I'm not doing all that. Y'all don't even know what it is to be with a player ass nigga that's not even about to get physical with you because he can mind fuck you, bitch. Yeah, you could have saw that shit and you still gonna be sucking dick tomorrow. Niggas that's really keeping it P. That's like, I know niggas, listen, I was raised with a psychologically abusive motherfucker. So I understand the mind games you can play. Well, that bitch ain't going nowhere. You knew what the fuck it was. You could have played mind game. You could have went. There was so many things that nigga could have did besides wrestling that lady down to the fucking, and y'all talking about, but she should just give him his phone. Girl, shut your dumb ass up. That nigga got another fucking phone. He could have went locked that phone using an iPad. He had all kind of shit in that fucking studio. You could have locked that phone down with a computer. You could have called the police. My suggestion was going outside, getting in a car, and I know your fucking phone is connected to your car, bitch ass nigga. You could have got in that car, locked the doors, called the cops and been like, listen, my wife is going crazy. She going through my phone. She done stole my phone. I'm sitting in a car. I don't want no problems with her, but I need y'all to come here so I feel safe. Niggas that's actually smarter understand how to play this game in a way that they don't get fucked up. But see, niggas like Tigger, you get caught slipping every now and again. You got caught slipping. Cause I imagine shit like this ain't the first time no shit like that didn't happen. He could have handled that shit in so many other ways, and all you hoes could think of is, but give him his phone back. Girl, fuck that raggedy ass phone. Y'all hoes be acting like crackheads over these motherfucking phones. Obviously that nigga got something to hide. Y'all in the comments. But it's his phone though. But it's his phone. It's his phone. You tripping. That's his phone. Bitch, if y'all hoes don't act like y'all got some motherfucking sense around here. Oh my God, y'all. This is why I ain't got no friends right now. Cause most of y'all hoes, it was too many of y'all. Nah, it wasn't on my land. Yeah, no, it be mostly women with sense, and I love y'all. And men with sense, I love y'all too, okay? My own husband was like, man, Tigger a bitch. And started pulling up videos of when niggas used to be bitching him out when he was on his show. I said, babe, I already know niggas bitched him out. That's another reason why I'm like, you know what? Y'all hoes so raggedy because y'all don't even know what a real nigga look like. A real nigga ain't letting another nigga press him, let alone going crazy over a phone with a woman rolling around on the floor. But when he in a room with another man, that nigga ain't got nothing to say. Ghostface Killer said, wipe that smile off your face. Big Tigger did this. But he can roll around on the floor with a fucking woman. Listen, if y'all like bitch ass niggas, if y'all like these puss ass bitch ass niggas, that's y'all business. I don't fuck with men like that. I fuck with men that's so player, they'll make you feel like, well, what the fuck I'm going through the phone for? A nigga that'll be like, you got it. I'm going to tell you like this, though. Whatever's going on in that phone, it is what it is. And you going to have a decision to make. But I love you, though. Listen, a nigga that'll hit you with I love you, though. You know what I'm saying? Whatever going on, I fuck with you, though. You know what I'm saying? And I might be wrong. I might be fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I'll take that. I'm fucked up. You right. I'm fucked up. But just know, I love you, though. Niggas that, y'all don't even know. Y'all hoes have no expectations of these niggas because y'all don't even expect them to be smooth criminals when they abusing your fucking ass. I expect a nigga to at least baby talk me while he cheating on me. The fuck? Lord, let me go ahead. Let me calm down. Fight no woman over no guy. Because you already know. A man that know what it's going to look like, he already know. The fuck? And like you know, my dog KP said, shout out to LASHAE. Okay, Kiara's husband was in the comments and KP was like, yeah, nah, my wife can go through my phone because I ain't got nothing to hide. I'm definitely not fighting my woman over no phone. Because if you don't have nothing to hide, we wouldn't be fighting over a phone. You got something to hide. And that means you're even more wrong because you're doing something behind that lady back in that fucking marriage. Y'all keep forgetting that she a wife, right? Y'all keep forgetting that they married. Y'all keep forgetting that niggas be out here dogging women out. Oh, Lord, man. They not that smooth. They used to be smoother. Speaking of a smooth New Orleans nigga, okay, y'all, let's take a... This is where we'll start. In order, we gonna get back to Big Tigger. But I won't work my way around because then we're going to have to hit up Marcellus' ass. It's going to, you know, and Brian Mcknight. Bitch, it's going to be some fucked up niggas getting cursed out today. Lord have mercy. Always want, you know what I'm saying? Always want to just put all the responsibility on the woman. She should have done something different. She should have behaved different. She shouldn't have been emotional. She should have did this. She should have did that. But not the grown-ass man. Y'all up there talking another day, y'all, bitch, girl. Ooh, I'm going to get to it. Let me get out these comments. I'm going to get to it. Let's get into the Lil Wayne of it all. And then we'll get back to that in a minute, okay? I'm going to curse y'all out some more in a minute. Just give me a second. All right. Remember we was just talking about Lil Wayne being with that young ass girl and how we felt like, nigga, why is you with that young ass girl? That girl younger than your damn daughter. Fuck wrong with you? What y'all got to talk about, nigga? Get some goddamn sense about you. Remember we was talking about that? Because what the fuck? I don't care what y'all talking. Ain't no motherfucking love, nigga. Getting too damn old for that girl. We the same age, nigga. You 42? Yeah. 23, that you too old. But apparently they broke up. And this is what Wayne had to say.
I would like to clear something up. No, I'm not engaged. No. I had a beautiful thing going with an amazing person, but obviously, due to the validity of the temperature of today's crazy world and culture.
Right, it's so crazy for us to expect y'all to stop grooming and fucking with young ass girls when y'all niggas is old, right? God forbid. God forbid. It's almost like you heard us say, hey, nigga, you know that's fucked up, right? And then you was like, yeah. I mean, I know, but y'all really y'all gonna really hold me accountable for this one? Yeah, y'all going in on me? Probably somebody close to him was like, nah, son, that girl a little bit too young for you, son. Like 23. If she was 26, we would have gave you the pass. But 23, yeah, nah, son, you fucking up. I'm gonna let him continue.
I considered I don't want to be such a burden on such an amazing person.
Good.
So we decided to part. Sucks. But no, not engaged. But guess what? I am in Des Moines, Iowa next. So you better come catch me, nigga. Moolah, baby.
I was just talking about how Lil Wayne really didn't take advantage of how great he was at a time and how I feel as an art. And this is, y'all, we're entitled to our opinions. I need for y'all to understand this because I notice this a lot. When you don't like what somebody say, it's all this, you know, we all always got some, yeah, bitch, because these niggas is online. So if they can do whatever they want to do out in the public, we can have opinions, we can criticize, but ain't nobody putting no gun in no nigga head. My commentary ain't stopping Wayne from doing the motherfucking thing, but I'm going to get it off my chest. There was a point in time where Wayne meant so much to us because of the place that we were in after Katrina and the music that he decided to make. And I always tell y'all about this because it felt so deeply connected to where we all were. And it kind of made us all feel like we was in this together. And then Wayne went to Miami. And even before that, it was on some fuck New Orleans shit, which I don't begrudge you. New Orleans is a tough place to grow up, especially if your people was on drugs and, you know, y'all didn't have no real no money and y'all were struggling and all of that type of shit. It's hard out here in New Orleans for niggas growing up. I understand why they feel the way they feel about it. Honestly, like, I have my own issues and I have to find the people in New Orleans that are my tribe that I connect with, because there are so many of us that are around each other and we are not in the same space mentally. And that is made even more obvious by the way them hoes was responding to domestic violence, okay? But with Wayne, we was talking about how Wayne could have been so much more. And I don't just mean like as an artist. I mean like in movies and television. Like Wayne could have did so much more with his career, because he was really at a spot when he did the Rock album. I don't care what nobody say. I loved the fucking Rock album. Yo, we played that Rock album. Listen, we played the Rock album down. It's just he could have went so many different places. And what they was talking about, the video that sparked the conversation about Wayne, was a nigga talking about how he really fucked up by not keeping Toya. Cause he talking about, red, long hair, thick red bone, and ain't nobody better than Toya. And Toya is brown skin. Like, I know, people who are not from New Orleans don't understand our like casting system with skin color, because ours is more specific than most other people's, especially Floridians. Yeah. Y'all's caste system is not the same as ours. Our caste system is different because it was a mixture of people that were black. Y'all have people that's coming from all these other places, the Puerto Ricans and the Cubans and all of them. I Puerto Rican, I know black. I Dominican, know black. Like, y'all got that shit going on. That's not what happened here. Everybody is some form of fucking native or black in New Orleans. And that is what our caste system is based off of. And so when you see somebody like, Toya is brown skin. She's not dark skin, but she's also not light. She not red, she not, hey, red. She not say red. She not say yellow girl. She not that, okay? I would be a say red. Toya might be just a little bit more brown than me. It's also, we go by undertones and hues and shit in New Orleans. That's another thing. But either way, Toya literally is one of the most beautiful women to ever like come out of our city, for sure. For absolute fucking facts, okay? And not only that, but the way Toya kept herself up, she stayed healthy. That became a part of her brand. She seemingly has raised her children in a very comfortable, stable environment, regardless to everything that's going on. And I'm not saying them people needed to stay together, but I do feel like misogyny is what ruins niggas. And when I say that, I mean, y'all have a lack of allowing women in a real way. Y'all always feel like y'all need to have an upper hand or make sure y'all are not in a vulnerable position with women. Y'all also don't really want to listen to women. And when y'all block us out the way y'all do, it stops y'all from being able to absorb the good things that women actually do provide holistically in relationships. And I'm not saying it happens all the time, but most of the time the woman has something that if the man were receptive to it, it would only elevate him. It would only make him better. It would only make him more healthy. It would only make him stronger. To me, if that nigga had more reverence, respect, and actually like listened, not just here, listened, resonated, empathized with the women around him, I think he would be in a better space right now. Because what happens is, I think when men lock women out in all of these ways, because y'all don't just lock the women that y'all are in relationships with, y'all lock y'all daughters out. You lock all the women out emotionally in a certain way. And so I think you get starved of something that you don't know that you actually need. You don't know you need this connection that requires you to be more vulnerable, that requires you to be okay with the fact that it doesn't always feel safe, but you should allow yourself to, because these are people that trust you. So you should allow that, and not in no like usy way, right? But allow them to actually resonate inside of you sometimes, how they feel and what they're thinking, and not always seeing it as a defense. Because niggas always want to fight. Like, no matter if you saying something that they don't like, they want to fight. They want to be defensive. They stop listening. They're not absorbing anything you're saying. And a lot of the times it's something that's best for them or best for the relationship, or even just giving you the opportunity to communicate what's going on inside of yourself. But because men y'all really don't want to feel comfortable. I'm not going to say, because it's not our fault all the time. I've seen so many women like actually leave that space open. And men don't want to take it because of their ego. And it always comes from this deep-rooted feeling of not feeling worthy. You can play all of these, famous games and big dick. Fuck all that. Your inability to really connect with the people around you that love you in a real way, in a we on the same level at some point way, it stops y'all from growing as men. It stops us from growing as a species. And it depresses y'all. And I think internally, y'all are lonely as fuck. Y'all are way more lonely than y'all want to admit. And you think just having women around you is enough. But then you start starving for a connection that would be deeper. That's why when they get old, they want to go get with these young ass girls, because the young ass girls is going to like let them in a way where they feel like they have control. They can be vulnerable up to a certain extent because they have all the power in the dynamic. That's why they do that, because sometimes they don't feel like they can be vulnerable to a woman that is going to hold them accountable, because they don't want for the accountable part to come with the love and the admiration, which will come with you being accountable for your actions, repairing, changing, being able to look at yourself and be like, I'm fucked up. I need to change that. Not I'm fucked up. So let's just be fucked up. And then if you around me and you know I'm fucked up and I'm fucked up around you and I'm fucked up to you, and then that's your fault. Wayne one of them type niggas. Like, it's your fault that I treat you this way because you know what it is and you let me do it anyway. That's psychopathic. Like, that's so crazy. And I hate the way it seems as if the mindset, Reginae is not 23. Reginae, I think, is almost 30 at this point. Yes, it's them avoiding aging and avoiding growth. Like, it's the same thing in Trick Daddy and Uncle Luke, the way they responded to India Arie and what she was saying. Nobody's saying that she shouldn't make the music. What we're saying is that type of music used to be a subculture. It used to be like a subculture over the main culture that made sense and understood that we shouldn't glorify that. Yeah, y'all can make that music and that could be a hit, but we're not gonna like glorify it to a certain extent because it's a subculture. Now, everything that used to be a subculture is now mainstream culture. And that's a problem with black people and white people. That's how they got they incels and they misogynists and they crazy ass niggas. And they the same as the black niggas. And y'all don't even recognize it. But they be saying and doing some of the same shit. If y'all think, exactly, I'm about to say Reginae 27. Okay. So yeah, y'all, at the end of the day, Wayne, I think, just shows a lot of disdain and act like that's not what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could hear all the passive aggressiveness and it's like there's a self-loathing that's happening. I think the self-loathing is a reflection of the fact that he's like having this ego mindset about what it's going to take to heal. And that's what happens every time. Niggas will need something, and what they need requires them to let go of their ego or submit in some way. And because they think they're not supposed to do that because they're men, they refuse. And so then they don't grow and they don't get what they actually need, and it starves them out. And so they start becoming a black hole and nothing fills it. Nothing fills the hole. You know what I mean? But yeah, girl, let's move on. Where do we go from here? Let's ooh, girl, I had pulled up some other shit. Let's do some housewife shit really quickly, just to switch up the energy, okay? Let's do some housewife shit. Let's, relax, relate, release a bit. And then, girl, we probably not gonna relax, relate, release with this shit neither. I feel like Cynthia about to upset me, girl. Let's listen. See what I go through for y'all? Like, no, seriously, if I didn't get up here and talk about this shit, girl, this is my release. I hope it's the same way for y'all, okay? I hope, like, when y'all come hear me, y'all know y'all come and hear me because these niggas is crazy out here. Do you see this? That's what I feel like my brand is. Girl, these motherfuckers is crazy. Yes, girl, they are crazy. Do you hear what? I hear them. Oh, my God. So it's not just me. No, girl. No, it's not just you. I feel like that's what I do here, okay? Let's get into it.
I do not feel like people are actually plotting against Kay. And I guess like when you say plot and scheme, like those words are very intentional and strong. So I don't know if Kay is for everyone, but I don't know of a plot and a scheme per se.
Because when we were chatting,
Per se. You guys, I just think Cynthia is doing her job. Her job is to be on Portia's side. Her job is to soften the blow on the clique. And so I don't think that she would come to us being honest. I don't think she would come to us being honest. Because to me, this is not, and you know what? I think they're playing semantics. That's why she said per se. It's not a plot per se. But you know that they're investigating each other. You know that behind the scenes, everybody's trying to dig up dirt on one another. Why are you playing in my fucking face? Like, I hate that type of shit. People be playing games, playing semantics, trying to act like it's not what it is, trying to call it something else. Y'all work on my nerves. No, Cynthia looks amazing. She looks amazing.
Drew was saying,
No, I want her regimen. I don't know what she's doing, but I want to know, okay? Because when I get that age, I want to, you know, I'm trying to pull it. Listen, we're trying to preserve, all right? I'm doing all the preservation shit. Y'all know I'm down to the Medicube, okay? I'm down to the Dr. Malaxin, to the Medicube, to the Dr. Kills, bitch. Whenever the girls tell me this is something that is pulling and tightening and making your skin look youthful, I'm using it, bitch. We are trying to get ahead of these things. Even though I feel like my genetics is doing a good job, you know, considering...
saying it's either the voices in
I don't
Kay's
look like what I've been
head
through,
or
bitch.
Shamia who is putting that in Kay's ear. Do you think someone is feeding her bad information? Is it just, or is she just...
Now, why y'all didn't comb this white man hair before y'all let him get up there? What is going on? Don't upset me. Because why is it that when black women interview people, we got to look perfect? With these white boys up here in these regular ass button down. Look, it's not the shirts. It really, and it's not even, you know, the dude with the red hair. Okay, I have to call it fire crotch. I'm sorry, but why y'all didn't comb this man hair? Thank you, I love y'all. Why didn't comb this man hair? Why didn't say let's just get that down a little bit before we actually hit record?
in her head? Like, who is telling her this?
Okay, well, I know she's reacting to something. I don't think she just made it up.
Okay.
And I don't want to ever invalidate her, you know, feelings to even put that out there.
Right.
However, I'm not privy to it. But let me just say this.
And this is what aggravates me. So how do you start off by saying it's not happening? I don't think it's happening. I don't think she's being plotted on per se. But then say, I'm not privy to it. Is it just me that feels like you're switching and changing a little bit as we get through this conversation? First, you don't think it's happening. Then, you know, you don't want to invalidate her. But also, I don't know if something is happening. So why say that you don't think something is happening and then turn around and say, well, at least I don't know about it? Girl, you're lying. Everybody in the comments that agree with her, y'all just don't know. Cynthia's lying. Cynthia's lying. I don't care. I like Cynthia, but I think everybody's acting. And I think I'm starting to see Real Housewives of Atlanta like a motherfucking whodunit, okay? Who's lying? Who's pretending? What's really going on? To me, what's happening on Real Housewives of Atlanta is there's one thing that's happening in front of everybody that y'all see, and then there's something else that's going on behind the scenes that makes the shit you see on camera make more sense, but not the way you think it does. And that's really what I do when I talk about this show, because you can never take shit for face value with these people. Why would I believe Cynthia about this? If Cynthia is actually, just give me some room. If Cynthia is actually a part of a concerted effort to kind of be on Portia's side and whatever Portia kind of wants to push out there, we're going to, you know, kind of just roll with that. Like, I don't understand why y'all can't see how she's not the person to actually believe in this scenario because of the way she's been coming off. I don't know. I'm not going to believe anything that Cynthia has to say. And that's basically because I think that Cynthia is also a part of what's going on. And I don't think Cynthia wants people to think that she would actively be a part of this type of plottage, even though I think she would. Because I think it's about what serves you best on this show. There's a part of this that is grown women that are on a reality show that are being offered checks, and they want to make sure that they continue to get the checks and that they're a part of the season, because this is about how many episodes you actually get in. if we know the head person of the show is Portia, then I think a lot of them are thinking, be cool with Portia. I can film with Portia. We're in group scenes. That means, if I'm closer to Portia, that means I'm going to be making tape. That means I'm going to be, on most of the episodes. That means I'm going to be on the side of the people that are absolutely going to get their checks next year because I'm with the person that everybody's normally talking about, focused, fighting, whatever with. That's how this makes sense to me. This makes sense to me as a business move, okay? And that is what I am saying about it. I'm saying that when it comes to Cynthia and Angela and who the other one? Drew, even Phaedra, it is a business decision to side with Portia in my mind. It's not exactly a personal thing. It's a business decision. And I do think that they are pulling up information on the ones that they know they're going to be beefing with. I think they are having conversations ahead of the season in order to know where they're going to go with their story. They're already having these conversations with their producers. You think they're not on the phone with each other, also talking about how they might want a storyline this season? And I think in order to make it authentic, some people know what's going on and some people don't. And I think it's been like that for a long time. And I think it's crazy when people get up here and tell me I sound crazy for saying, why y'all acting like y'all don't know what the fuck we talking about, when it's very simple. It's a very simple business move. And it's what a person would do if they thought that being on Portia's side was in their best interest on the show. Like, this is not rocket science to me. So I think that's what Cynthia is doing. And then when you add on to the fact that Portia was giving people hairlines, I think that just validates what I'm saying. Because why would you feel the need to then go and, give them this extra opportunity to make money if you're not trying to incentivize people being on your side? Like, girl, it's all business. And I'm just letting y'all know behind the scenes what is probably really going on. And motherfuckers be getting mad at me and talking to me crazy. And I don't even understand why, girl. I'm just trying to put you on game. I'm just trying to tell you what I think going on. Why are you so mean to me? Let's go ahead and get into what happened with Shamia, girl. Because Shamia was down to the essence. I wish I would have ran into her. Shamia Morton on whether fans are reaching by saying she's a victim of colorism from the cast. I'm just happy people are opening their eyes to try to understand I'm not a victim. Listen, I don't think it's colorism from the cast. I don't think, see, that's another thing people do all the time where they say something we're not saying. Like, you make an argument that we're not saying. I don't think the people on Real Housewives of Atlanta are colorists. I think the people that watch Real Housewives of Atlanta are colorists. And I think the way they go about bashing Shamia in comments, the way they go about talking about Shamia, it gives, you're putting too much on it. Why are you putting this much on it? Oh yeah, I forgot. She's dark skinned, and some of y'all have it automatically implanted in y'all head to see issue with or see more of a problem with people that are darker complected. I be forgetting that some of y'all are actually like that. But when I look at some of the things that people are saying and how they're handling the discourse between Portia and Shamia in the group, it absolutely is given, what is wrong with y'all? This is like, what has Shamia done like that? Everybody take a deep fucking breath. Y'all act like Shamia fucked somebody's husband. The fuck? Hey, come on now. Everybody calm down. Let's hear what she said.
The big one for me because the fans have definitely.
Shamia is a mean girl. She might be. I don't know her in real life. Okay. And some of these hoes are mean girls. Okay. But I don't run to think that because I feel like Shamia shows herself to be like a very personable person, very down to earth. Right. But she was friends with Portia. So I'm open to it. I think more so people pleaser. I don't know if she's a mean girl as much as she is a people pleaser for a mean girl, which I think kind of still makes you a mean girl. You're probably right. You're probably right. She probably is a mean girl in real life. It doesn't come off that way though. She comes off very like, caring about the people she does care about. But again, y'all, I do think birds of a feather flock together, and you and Portia were doing a lot of fucked up shenanigans together. Please don't misunderstand me, right? But I still don't understand putting more on her than Portia. That's still where I'm not. That's still where it's not adding up for me, bitch. Ooh.
Definitely come to your defense online a lot this season, and there has been a debate that it could be colorism. I know you may or may not have seen those comments, but because you're in that seat, do you feel like it could be colorism, or do you feel like that's a reach?
I just, like I said, I think if you treat people with kindness, it should be reciprocated. And oftentimes we don't see that. I mean, heck, I've been taking it on the chin from fans, since I joined the cast. So it's just nice to finally see that people are seeing things from my POV. Because, there's always your truth, their truth, and then the real truth. I'm just happy that people are even opening up their eyes to actually see and try to understand it. Because, hell, I was like, I'm like, what is happening? Why is it happening? And why me? I'm not a victim, but it's like, well, okay, why not me? I just hope that at some point we can get to a space where we're all one cohesive group and there's no division. That's my goal.
This is a big one for me because the fans.
Like, oh my God, y'all should see some of these comments. Like, one of the comments says, sometimes you just not that girl. What? Who says this shit to other women? Like, I'm sorry, y'all. Maybe maybe it's the gay part of me that's like, who the fuck tells a woman that you're just not that girl? Who the fuck says shit like that to other women? That's such a weird thing to say.
Have definitely come to your defense online a lot this season, and there has been a debate that
oh my God, a whole
it
paragraph.
could be colorism. I know you may or may not.
So I'm gonna say this. Like I said again, it's not colorism from the cast. I think it's colorism from the people that watch the show. I think the Bravo Housewives people are colorist a lot of the times. Y'all do tend to like a lighter complected person better than other people. Like, I can give y'all examples, but you can watch Potomac and you can figure it out. Or you can remember how we've done Kenya. To be honest, also within the production area of this, why have y'all mistreated Kenya so much? As if she's done something worse than some of the other women. Why did y'all treat Candace like everything she said was the worst shit you'd ever heard from a bitch? But, when any of them other hoes just straight up lie on a nigga, it's all good. Like, Giselle straight up lied and acted like Chris tried to, sexually harass her or get her in an uncomfortable situation. Y'all still love that lady. Y'all can't stand a woman that lie on a man. Y'all can't stand a woman that will lie and do men like that. That bitch did that shit to 2 different men low key. The way she brought security for Monique Samuel's husband and all of that, she definitely did shit that insinuated these men were gonna harm her or something like that. And that wasn't what it actually was. But y'all love her. Y'all know why y'all love her? Because she's light-skinned with light eyes. And you expect me to believe that there's no colorism involved? You know what I would like? I would like for y'all individually to speak for y'all motherfucking selves. If you not colorist towards Shamia, then say you not. Don't make generalized statements about millions of people that are watching a television show, because some of them people, and a great large amount of those people, might absolutely be running this shit in the ground with Shamia because she's dark-skinned. A lot of times it be feeling like y'all be hating on that girl, low key. I'm just saying. I think colorism always plays a part when it comes to housewives and online fodder, because most people's minds are exactly where we all think they are. Y'all are okay with abusive men. Y'all think light-skinned women are prettier. Y'all think, people should have smaller noses. Y'all, y'all have those stereotypical mindsets. You think, bitch have good hair and all of that type of shit. Whatever the fucked up stereotypical mindset is, most of y'all, at a large number, most of y'all will have the fucked up mindset about the thing. And so, no, I'm not putting it past anybody that a large percentage of y'all online, are running this shit into the ground because the lady is a dark-skinned black woman. Speaking of, let's go over to somebody who is not a dark-skinned black lady, and apparently y'all not dragging her the way y'all drag Megan Thee Stallion for getting shot. I think it's funny that Daphne Joy is not getting dragged And I don't know, we about to listen to this because I was shocked. And I ain't see this on no other blog. So this seemed like a lie to me. But we about to listen to it because it's mess. And that's what we talk about. But I'm preemptively saying this is probably some bullshit. But I don't put nothing past nobody. And y'all get mad at me about that, but god damn it, this is how I stay safe. I don't put nothing past no hoe. No nigga.
Proud of myself when I take a pause and reflect and really honor that space for myself and not get just...
This is how them blogs be lying. What this caption got to do with Beyonce and Jay? This shit ain't got nothing to do with Beyonce and Jay-Z. I just want to hear what she got to say. But she is an example of how y'all slut shaming. Yeah, y'all slut shamed her during that trial when it was her versus Diddy, of course. Y'all do the hierarchical thing. Y'all pick Diddy. Man, right? Rich man. Believe her, right? I mean, believe him. Then she go and fuck with that fat nigga, and now everybody got a little bit more empathy in their heart for her. I think that is interesting.
Pulled in so many different directions.
Interesting.
When life can get a bit turbulent or chaotic. So I think being still and steady and sound and my home base being safe and sound are things that I'm proud of that people may not.
Of course, hoes always got a nice house. Okay? Hoes always, they go to your house and have a ruckus. They house be all white, comfortable, quiet, Sade playing in the background.
Know about me. So, question number 6. What? Oh, okay. Question number 6. When are you happiest? Truthfully, I am happiest when the sun is out. I'm feeling good.
Look how they do, y'all. People in the comments, she ain't say nothing about them people. She ain't say nothing about them people. I just wanted to hear the whole thing just to see. But this is what they do now on the internet. So this is stuff that just came up on my timeline. So this is a lesson in you might have to actually listen and read. Actually listen. Listen to the clips, y'all. Because if you don't listen to the clips, you'll believe the captions. You can't believe captions all the time.
I feel rested. Again, I'm just going to keep talking about my family. If my family's happy, and if I'm making them happy, and just proud of my...
Y'all see that, huh? Pay attention. This how they be on the internet, y'all. This how they be on the internet. What y'all saw about Anita Baker? Oh, girl, I saw Tamia singing Anita Baker. The way she did that shit. Hold up, y'all. We might have to take a little break for a second. Where's Tamia singing down to the Anita Baker? Here you go.
You bring me joy when I'm down.
Listen. I'm sorry. I had to give us that right quick. Okay, listen. That's why... Yeah, that was one of them things that had me thinking about religion. When I found out that most R&B is just, from gospel music, and then you start to hear how it sound the same. So some music give you the praise dance feel. I hope she all right. Sometimes you gotta cancel on people. Speaking of black people that's talented and that we love. And we're gonna talk about Essence at the end of this, but just some messy stuff because girl, it was so much, and I'm gonna just tell y'all how I felt about it. But did y'all see Chloe, Maya, who that was? I want to say Naomi, but it's not Naomi, y'all. Y'all know the girl. They all did the tribute to Aaliyah. I loved it. I saw clips. Y'all. I did not go to Essence. I even had a ticket to go to Essence last night, but I only had one ticket. And I was like, if I don't have two, then, because I would have wanted to go with Lyric. So if I couldn't get to him, damn, I could have asked somebody. Normani, thank you. I probably could have asked somebody for another ticket. But the first thing that came to my mind was, girl, I'm tired. I'm going home after this. And I called my niece and gave her my ticket. But Chloe and them were cute. We're going to get to that. We're gonna get to that. But Chloe did this interview talking about this new movie that she did. And I don't know if y'all saw the new movie, but it was really good. It was good, y'all.
You better do what we need to do. I said, all right, bet.
Lynn told me that you were afraid to really go there with the fight scenes. You didn't want to hurt her.
I was. I look up to her. I admire her. I box. I'm an adrenaline junkie. Once I'm going, I will go further than what I am intending to. And they had me tackle into her. That was us. They shot it wide with the stunt double, but that was us. And I remember all they had was this thin little mattress on the floor.
Strong.
I said,
Thank
Miss
you.
Lynn,
That's
I'm
the
really
movie
scared.
on Peacock.
I don't want to tackle you in this way. I said, I don't want to hurt you. She goes, girl, you better do what we need to do. I said, all right, bet. And we were tussling on the floor.
Yeah.
Even her 6-inch heels. I had a couple bruises on my thighs from it. And after each take, we would just die laughing. And she is everything and more. I admire her. She is a phenomenal actress.
Yeah.
She taught me so much just by witnessing her greatness. She goes, girl, you better do what we need to do.
I love that story. It was good. I watched it, y'all. It was good. So if y'all was looking for something to watch, that was good. And also I watched yesterday, girl, I was just laying on the sofa recovering from Essence. And I watched Wild Cherry. That shit was good. Once again, y'all, no shade, but I'll be so glad when Aaliyah can rest. So you want us to never do any more like tributes. You don't want people to you don't want people to make do performances of her music. You just want us to let her be dead and not bring her up. I just want to know. Because I see this often with people, and I've said it before. People are dead, y'all. They are resting. They're dead. And you're supposed to keep talking about people. You know what I mean? Like, y'all ain't never seen Coco? Ain't like we talking about it in a bad way. What would you do to get to me? What would you say to have your way? Would you give up? I'll try again. If I hesitated to let you in, now would you be yourself or play a role? Tell all the boys or keep it low. If I say no, would you turn away or play me off? Or would you stay on if first you don't succeed? And dust yourself off and try again. Look at nothing I've been trying again. Like I'm trying to understand. Like I love Aaliyah music, and I'm just tired of the comparisons. Who did they compare her to, girl? Mind you, I've never seen an Aaliyah tribute that I can recall. So you mean them comparing her? Who were they comparing her to? Because I felt like I loved it. I thought it was so. I think they chose really good people. Normani was dancing her ass off. I don't want to get a copyright strike, y'all. That's why I don't want to bring that up. But I'm going to just tell y'all, I had a great time going to Essence Fest adjacent events. I didn't actually go to Essence, but I had, I went to a content creator link up. Shout out to the NOLA Collective. Anytime y'all come out here to New Orleans and y'all want to know what's going on, which y'all can get into, please go ahead and follow the NOLA Collective on Instagram. They post weekly. Whatever's going on in the city, that is normally the best of the curated events. Like usually if I'm going somewhere, it's on that list of things. Okay. What else? Also, okay, so if you are LGBTQ, specifically sapphic, okay, the girls, Lipstick NOLA, they'll let you know when they have events. But we have such a great nightlife here. There are always really great events. I'm always telling y'all about Abstract NOLA, because it's one of my homegirl and her husband. They have this business where it's like them bringing everybody's art to you in a setting where you can listen to music and watch performances and look at art and drink and dance and, dress down. And it is a elevated experience, right? Now we have our down to the St. Bernard, we got our down to St. Bernard Street, you know what I mean? We got our events that are hole in the wall type of things. Those are usually the after hour spots, right? Those are the spots that's popping between 1 and 5. But yeah, y'all, if you coming down here to New Orleans and you really trying to know what's going on, those are the places that you need to look. Okay. I got to see Funky again. I went to his event last year. I had a really great time this year. I finally got to meet Claudia in person. Me and Dominique got to see each other. I actually left Funky's event so I can go and get to Dominique's event. And then I really was trying to get into the Kensington Gray party. I waited too late, I guess, to fill out the paperwork to get into the RSVP, but they did it at my club. So I thought that because I was a member of the club, I would still be able to get in. But child, they was like, no, if you're not on the list, you can't get in. And I was like, okay, that's fine. So I just went upstairs and ate at the restaurant and then went to Dominique's event, which was the Queer Spaces event. And a lot of my LSU people was in there. Okay. Shout out to Kristen and Nadia and everybody. We had a really great time in there. I finally got to meet Monroe's beautiful self. So shout out to Dominique and Monroe. The Wicked Confections lady was there. She walked right past me. I was like, oh my God, Wicked Confections lady, I love you. I said, I'm gonna come find you and take a picture with you because I was like talking to somebody. But then, the whole day went by, and when I be ready to go, y'all, I be ready to go. Girl, when I be ready to go, I be ready to go. Also shout out to Ashley. If you are, speaking of supernatural, if you're looking for somebody that can give y'all like tours and teach y'all about the Orishas and all of that, ASHAE. Okay? ASHAE on TikTok and Instagram. And that's homegirl Ashley's page. Okay? But yeah, y'all, like y'all know I'm trying to move, right? So like we're planning to move within the next year or two, especially right now. Cause Lyric just got some new jobs and those things are going really well right now. So it's kind of like we need to stay put for a little while. That's what I feel. Cause I want to leave, right? Because, everything that's going on in this country makes me want to go. Like, bitch, you ain't about to enslave me. Okay. I want to run, okay? But also, like, it's so hard to leave New Orleans because New Orleans is really a great place, especially, if you can live somewhere nice and you ain't got to worry about flooding all the goddamn time. The actual energy of our city and what we have going on down here and just our regular nightlife. Yes, ASHAE. Hold up. Let me make sure I got the right one for Ashley. Yes. But it's hard to leave, y'all, because there's no place like home. Okay, I'm about to spell it for y'all. It's because her name is Ashley, so it's spelled like Ashe, but like Ashley. Ashe. I just put it in the comments. That's how it's spelled on TikTok and Instagram. But anyway, now that I'm done plugging for my people right quick, because it was just so good to be out. Oh my God, y'all. I have to tell y'all about some of the content creators that I met in person that I really, really like. Okay. So first of all, shout out to Lola Bling. I had never seen her before, but I met her out and she was so sweet. Her content is really funny. She does the trendy stuff. Love it. Okay. Shout out to Lola Blake. Shout out to Lancer. Y'all, Lancer is so sweet. Also, like, y'all know Lancer does videos and stuff and all, like voodoo and all of that and accents. He's gone viral for those different things. But also Lancer is just so Creole looking. It's ridiculous. There are some of us that we look so like where we from. Okay. So shout out to Lola Bling and Lancer and oh my God, y'all. Y'all know how y'all, because sometimes y'all will say this about me. When y'all see me online, y'all see me a certain way, but then when y'all see me in person, y'all are like, oh my God, you're so tiny. Or y'all will be like, oh my God, you're so pretty. Like, even Roxanne one time was like, she's pretty on camera, but in person, like, Brittany's really pretty. Y'all, Maya, your fave Nola baddie, I know a lot of y'all probably follow her. Y'all, when I saw her in person, I was just like, oh my God. Because she is pretty online. Like most of her videos though, like I hardly ever see her standing up. I always see her like this. Like I normally see her with her face at the bottom of the screen like this. Okay. But she, I hear her takes and I'm like, ooh, I love when I hear sense with a New Orleans accent. Because, a lot of the girls don't have sense down here. They she got sense. I remember I started following her. I forgot what she was talking about, but she was talking about something. I said, oh, girl, this like the second or third take I done heard from you that I think go right. And your accent strong like mine. All right. Girl, follow. And then I saw her at the link up and, oh, my God, just too beautiful. When I tell y'all, too beautiful. Okay? Shout out to Maya. And Mimi. Mimi is always going places and giving you the tea on the food, girl. Mimi just be in her car eating food. Okay, I love it because I love those videos, especially when, oh my God, when y'all eat like stuff that crack open and shit. Am I the only one that be like watching them videos? So y'all can get hers, Mimi Baratello. Wait, what is that? Bartella? Mimi Baratella? Yeah. Because I just be calling people by their first names. But yes, like, ooh, she one of them people, like they be in their car eating shit. And I don't know what it is, but I like watching people eat food. I don't know what that's about. But especially if it's something that break open, right? Oh my God. All them little hard candies, the Wicked Confections lady be eating that shit. Like they get something hard and then they show you like how it looks and everything and then they break it apart. Girl, I don't know what that's about. I guess it's like ASMR. But I feel like, okay, I don't know. Anyway, y'all, Essence was a ball though. It's fucking hot. It is a heat wave going on. I don't like going to the convention center, and I missed out on meeting up with brands that I wanted to probably, talk to. I missed out on seeing Sex with Ashley because I love Ashley. I've interviewed her before, and I really wanted to go see her. But I'm just, girl, it's too hot, and the convention center makes no sense. And I said this shit on another live. I said, why don't y'all have the doors open at the end? Also, like before, people didn't need QR codes. People could just go. Now everybody need a fucking code. And I get it because y'all want to register people, but y'all are not hiring enough people to man enough doors to where people are not standing outside for too long. Usually July 4th is one of the hottest weekends of the year in New Orleans. It's always hot. And it has never made sense to me that the climate is not put into the mindset of the way y'all configure the shit. The way y'all set the shit up. It's like y'all don't think about how fucking hot it is outside and how this is a whole bunch of big titted women that sweat easily and we trying to look cute because we also have shit to go to later on. Y'all don't make it easy for people to get around the convention center. And then I saw videos of people talking about how because they had people held up in one area, they weren't getting to all of the booths. So all of these people have paid to have their businesses here so that their businesses can make money, and they're not making as much money because of the way y'all have configured the setup. It's ridiculous. And I do feel like it's a level of making money and not trying to actually put that money into the infrastructure, because I do feel like this could be done way better. They know it can be done way better, but it probably will cost more money. It would mean hiring more people. And a lot of times they don't want to do that. They want to cut as many corners as humanly possible while charging us out the ass for their motherfucking Essence tickets. And it is a great event. I always enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? It's always a lot going on. A lot of people are able to have their shows and whatever other shit they have going on. They're able to do that at the same time because so many people are in the city at that time. I feel like it just needs to be better. This is not to down Essence, but this is to take in consideration the critique that people are making, because this doesn't need to be this difficult. It just needs to be easier to get around when it comes to getting to the convention center. It needs to be easier, y'all. It's too fucking hot. The lines are too fucking long. Like, whatever needs to happen, y'all need to figure it out. Y'all need to figure it out. Maybe y'all need to have, certain times and all of that where y'all allow a certain amount of people. I don't know what y'all need to do, but y'all need to figure this the fuck out, because I just feel like it could have worked better than this. Okay? And I'm gonna just leave it at that. So this happened at Essence, girl, because y'all know everybody was performing. Cardi B performed, Monica and Brandy performed, girl. It was cute. I thought I saw T.I. perform. Patti LaBelle had, Patti LaBelle had a moment on stage. Girl, I love when she does that. Okay, they said she threw the mic. But this moment right here happened, and I feel like I feel bad that I'm about to talk about this because I can tell that both Kandi and Monica are seriously in this moment, not responding honestly because they don't want to make this a moment. And it's still a moment. It's still a moment. Let's look.
As soon as possible, our program is set to resume.
Anthony Anderson, huh? Look. Because Monica is holding Missy's hand because she wants to make sure that Tamar doesn't stand next to her when they take the picture. Bitch, don't stand next to me. You know I don't like you with your fake ass. The rest of them could play nice with you, but you know I don't like you. Don't come over here. And Kandi is giving that little, smile and the side eye and all of that. But no, y'all, Tamar is exhausting. Tamar is one of those people that feel like they can do anything to you, and then if enough time go by, everybody's just supposed to forget what the fuck happened. Monica doesn't have issues with Tamar. I think that Monica don't like Tamar because of the way Tamar has treated the friend group. At one point, they were all hanging around each other because it was connected friend groups, right? If I recall correctly, at one point, Tamar was friends with Tiny and them, and they were friends with Kandi and them. And then Kandi is friends with Rashida and Monica and, like everybody. They've all been around each other for years. And so I feel like Monica is one of those people, she one of our, y'all know she one of our, and I'm saying, when I say Gen X, y'all, is because I don't want to call people pick-me's and all of that shit. I don't want to say that. But I do want to reference the fact that they come from a certain generation that thinks a certain way, right? They still hold on to a lot of old toxic mindsets, right? Monica is one of them old auntie types that you love, but just a tinge bit, just a little ignorant, you know what I'm saying? Just a little, you like them fucked up niggas a little too much for me, you know what I'm saying? But she gives, I don't like when people fuck with my friends. I don't like when people fuck over my friends, and you don't have to have done anything to me. I saw the way you was moving with my people, and so I don't like you based off that. That is obviously what Monica's issue. Unless y'all gonna tell me something else happened that I don't know about, that's a possibility. It could be some behind the scenes shit that we ain't never heard about. But I feel like Monica's disdain for Tamar is just straight off the fact of how she move. Ooh. Tamar unfollowed Monica because she was a guest on that one talk show after they kicked her off. Oh, yeah, on a talk. Monica found out and blocked her, haven't spoken to her since. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Because people like Tamar, they always require like this level of loyalty that's childish. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, I know you don't work there no more, but it's a TV show. It's literally a TV show with other black women, and you want me not to support them because you don't work there no more? Especially if we wasn't even cool enough for all of that. Bitch, we not even cool enough for all of that. Yeah, we be around each other, but we cool, but I don't fuck with you like that in order to be passing up on opportunities and shit for you. That's wild. Kandi said giving side eye while keeping it classy. So, Kandi, you're okay with me calling this out, okay? Ooh, get her away from me. Get that devil bitch away from me.
Who is the Atlanta housewife that you hinted about having beef with on Instagram, saying her and her husband threatened you?
People think it was Eva.
Nope, it was not. I know who it is. It was not, and it really did happen. I'm not lying. Like, I'm not looking for attention or drama or anything like that. Right. But that really did happen. It was not cute. No,
Was she a full housewife?
She's a full housewife. Oh, my God.
It's not Kandi.
Ooh. Oh, my lamb.
I thought you and
Not
Kandi
my
mended
lamb.
everything after Big Brother.
I thought so, too. I had no idea.
Wow. Okay.
I'll tell you the story later.
We hear.
Well, here was the thing about what everybody hear.
Okay.
It ain't always the right thing. So, you know, and I'm gonna go back to the day when everybody got in their feelings and wrote books and stuff about me unfollowing them, right? And here was the thing.
Because you were following her.
I was following everybody.
Okay, Tamar was following Monica, and then Tamar unfollowed Monica.
I unfollowed Monica, I unfollowed Tiny, I unfollowed Candy, I unfollowed...
And then Brandy said something shady about Monica on social media, and Tamar liked the shade.
No, let me tell you what happened. No. Here is the thing. Okay, let me just go back so I can bring you up to the
Your eye
light.
makeup was
okay?
really good.
You here for it?
Yes.
Okay, she did it in 10 minutes. Ain't she the bomb? I changed my wig out too, girls. A lot going on backstage.
Okay.
Anyway, no, really, honestly, I unfollowed everybody that day that posted that show.
Okay.
I was rightfully so in my feelings. You know what I'm saying? It was nothing personal against anybody.
That show when Monica went on.
She wasn't even on that day. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay.
Exactly. I unfollowed.
We hear.
Well, follow everybody because I just didn't want to see it. Like, it's one thing, like, you know, when you hear about things, but you just don't want to see it in your face, right?
Yes.
And I had every intent on following everybody back because I unfollowed at least 30 people that day, right? And so, you know, I mean, when I went to go follow her back, she had blocked me. So I was like, oh, everybody talk about me.
And I bet you any money. And honestly, hearing Tamar say it, I'm not actually mad at Tamar for unfollowing them for the moment because she didn't want to see it on her phone. I'm not upset about that. However, I feel like it was more than just that. I feel like if I know Monica right, and I don't know Monica personally, but I know women like Monica, and I hear the things that Monica says and how Monica moves, and I can put two and two together, that Monica does have a level of real nigga about her and integrity about her. You know, we're not gonna always see eye to eye because, you know, when she grew up and who she grew up around and all of that shit. But ultimately, I definitely feel like this is more so you're exhausting and I don't even want to deal with you no more because that wasn't even that serious and you unfollowed me over that. Girl, fuck you. Block. I don't even want to deal with you. I be noticing all the time. I don't know whether people be unfollowing me or they, you know, they automatically might get unfollowed from my account and they be like, why they, you know, I don't know what be going on, girl. I don't know, but I be seeing people that I'm already following that I thought we was already following each other, refollowing me. And I be like, what is going on? Like, oh, did I make you mad so you unfollow me? And then you saw me somewhere else and then you was like, I ain't that mad. And then you followed me back. Like, what happened? Anyway, yeah, no, I think Tamar is a difficult person to deal with. I'm not even gonna front on y'all. And I think Monica is consistent. So I think if Monica feel away, then it makes sense that Monica is like, yeah, no, girl, get on away from me with this. But y'all saw Brandy there, right? Y'all, I ain't gonna lie. I really wish I had been at that performance, low key, to hear Brandy sing that really miss you, babe, and the way you touch me. I haven't listened to it in so long, but I remember that song because I used to run that Full Moon album into the ground. I ran that Full Moon album into the ground. And then y'all don't even understand how when that album first came out, I had just graduated from the 8th grade and my dad and my mom took us on a vacation to Destin and we stayed at this house on a beach with my niece and my nephew who were both like toddlers at the time, right? And I remember I was on the balcony and it was like pitch black outside. All you could see was like the moon in the water. And I started listening to that album for the first time. So like it always actually resonated with the visual of what was being put out because I listened to it in that exact setting. Like at the beach, looking at the damn sky. Dark as hell outside, okay? Listen. I saw you soon as you came bouncing through the door. You and your man said, "I'm just look over the floor." Started doing your thing, and it made me notice you even more. Y'all know the way, like her tone. Yeah. The way you turn around and stare me and sing that song. You must have somehow be staring on the low. Something tells me you're the kind of guy I like to get to know. I ain't even gonna front. I ain't even gonna lie. Since you walked up in the club, I've been giving you the high. We could dance if you want. Get it cracking if you like. Must be a full moon. Feel like one of those nights. Listen, girl, what? Shout out to Monica and Brandy. My childhood would not have been the same if it wasn't for y'all. I love y'all though. And now, unfortunately, Brandy's little brother, who apparently has not fell victim to his heart issue yet. I guess all that stigmata, blood crying and shit. I guess, that was all for play. Have y'all been watching Lestat? Girl, why that made me think about Lestat? Have y'all been watching Lestat? Bitch, oh my God. Before we get right into this, have y'all watched the Vampire Lestat? Did y'all see? Oh my God. No, episode 5 just happened. Episode 5 just happened, right? Episode 5 is when they finally introduce Queen Akasha. I am the girl. I am the God. I am the answer. Bitch. Oh my God. Oh my God. We're going to have to get into it another time. But when I tell y'all, for those of us that are into, the vampire shit and was into Vampire Lestat, and we was a fan of Queen of the Dam when Aaliyah was in it, okay? Speaking of Aaliyah, okay? Girl. And then the way this storyline is about to go, as Akasha coming in thinking like we need to, it needs to just be mostly women and we need to like get rid of the men. That's gonna be Akasha's thing. And I'm just like, I can't wait. I can't wait to see. Okay? I can't wait. It's going to be so good. All right. Anyway. Because, it's timely. It's timely. Anyway, I'm sorry. Let's get back to real life horror stories. Real life horror stories are your boy Ray J.
Cardi is crazy. Cardi coochie smells like, it smells like when she was eating the crab legs on her jet, remember? Cardi B was eating the crab legs on the jet. The whole fucking jet smelled like fish.
So whenever men talk about women's bodies like this in a public forum to shame them, I always find it deplorable, disgusting, and really abusive. It's a sexism thing. It's a misogyny thing. This shaming women about their nether regions. And y'all know that he has a pattern of doing this. And it's like, well, you have sex with strippers and fuck up women's pH balance. Like you have sex with prostitutes. You don't wash your ass for a few days. Your dick's, was stinking. That girl said that your dick stunk that one time. And you say you like for the pussy to smell like fish. That's what you said. You're a disgusting, nasty motherfucker. This is another reason why India Arie was right. The fact that this is something that we have to be dealing with on social media every other week, we got to be dealing with Ray J being online, acting like threatening to rape people and talking about women's bodies and all of this weird ass shit, y'all. I kind of am annoyed with the way we have made this the norm. I'm annoyed with the way that people think this shit is funny. I think people are not taking things seriously enough right now. And I think it's because maybe y'all can't see like the world that we're living in. But let me give y'all a bird's eye view. Worldwide, y'all are killing, beating, and just doing the most way more now than in recent years, especially in America. DV cases are up. Femicide cases are up. Unaliving, killing trans people. Like all of this shit is, y'all, all of this domestic violence, all of this shit is up. And it is because, I mean, I would love to blame y'all stupid ass president among other things. But please understand, like, this whole misogyny, no empathy, evangelical, but also, degenerate shit that's going on in the country right now. Like, it is expanding to Black people. I think Black people think that they're not being, like, affected by these things, but you are, right? You know that the level of degeneracy at the top is why we're okay with such degeneracy on this level, right? We do know that. I don't know if you know that. You stress people out. You make things harder for everybody. You promote women just shutting up and taking everything, right? Oh, we're going to get into that because the mindset, the mentality that's going on. Whew. Girl, why we got to be down here with somebody? I don't want to be down here. I don't want to be down here with Ray J. Why am I down here with Ray J?
Yep. Cardi G's like, coochie is like fishy as fuck. It's some coochie that you gotta put on your mustache and just go like this all day. Cardi G.
So he said she smelled like fish, but then said he wants to smell it all day. Didn't I tell y'all that he likes that?
I don't think Sexy Red got.
And I think that shows like the fact that he's the disgusting person. He's the nasty person. He's the decrepit, bottom of the barrel, sewer, gutter, snipe motherfucker.
She got the products out right now. Yeah, she got gonorrhea and she has herpes.
Why is he on?
Yeah, she got the lip gloss. One is called chlamydia is the one. Sexy Red for sure has chlamydia, allegedly.
And this is when you know. So y'all know how you'll think that Ray J is drunk or high or Ray J's just stupid. No, he's not. He's very intentional. He knows exactly what he's doing, y'all. In this moment, he's saying she has an STD, but then he starts talking about her lip gloss line that's called and named after those STDs. That takes you to be very coherent to make that type of little play on words, throw that out there and then throw out there that this, she don't really have it. I'm talking about her lip gloss, allegedly. I just want you to know he's aware. He's not too drunk or too high to know what the fuck he's doing. Just so we know.
I slept with her. I slept with Sexy Red. It's crazy. I don't think Sexy Red got. Yeah, she do. She got the products out right now. Yeah, she got gonorrhea and she has herpes. Yeah, to me, Sexy Red's not attractive. Not at all.
Did he say he fucked her though?
I mean, especially I'm fucking her friend Suki, so it's okay. Suki look way better than Sexy Red, bro. And Suki ain't never, bro.
If those two girls are really friends and really cool, why are you saying that? Triangulation. That's also intentional.
Wait, is she? Oh. Shout out to Suki with that good coochie. That's not burnable. She didn't burn me.
Also, him talking about how good Suki's coochie is also to possibly hurt or bother or annoy Princess. Understand that. Because I didn't talk about it because I don't believe anything that anybody posts about Ray J or anything that Ray J says, but they were acting like him and Princess were getting back together. And I was like, sure. I ignored it. And then I guess because that was not true, he's now going to speak on that as well.
She kept it real light. I was fucking Suki. I loved her. I was in love with Suki, and then she left me. Damn, that pussy was so good. Suki. Ooh. She was punching me, like hitting me in the face while I'm fucking her. I'm like, this new. Then when I fucked her on her period, she like, to me, Sexy Red's not attractive. Then when I fucked her on her period, she like, Suki took the tampon.
It's absolutely rage baiting. But it to me, at this point, it's not rage baiting. Y'all are subjecting the internet and everybody to shit that nobody should have to be listening to on the internet. Nobody should have to hear this.
Run out. It came out like a little flower. I'm like, oh shit, it unfolds like that. I'm like, it's cool. It was like from like a little cotton ball, and it went. And then I had on a white shirt, and she started blotting the shirt with her name on, Suki. I framed it. I'll show you at my undercrip. On the dead homies, nigga. And then
I know you fucking lying. Did y'all hear what this nigga said? Where are my other glasses? Oh my God. Okay, y'all hold up. All right.
Then when I fucked her on her period, she like, Suki took the tampon out. It came out like a little flower. I'm like, oh shit, it unfolds like that. I'm like, it's cool. It was like from like a little cotton ball, and it went. And then I had on a white shirt, and she started blotting the shirt with her name on, Suki. I framed it. I'll show you at my undercrip. I was about to be a changed man today, and then I decided not to. Fuck that shit.
Nah, we was gonna sit through this because y'all need to see how this is what India Arie was talking about. This is exactly what the fuck India Arie was talking about.
It's not for me.
Yeah, she did a ritual on him.
Shout out to Princess. But I'm just not gonna be. I'm not gonna change. That's it. And that's it. It's okay.
So y'all remember that Ray J pulled a gun on Princess and his kids just last Christmas or Thanksgiving, whichever that was? Y'all remember that? I think it was Thanksgiving. He pulled a gun on live and was acting and talking crazy and doing all of this weird ass shit. Y'all remember that? I feel like I don't even like Princess. And y'all still found a way to in some way blame Princess for that shit, which is always crazy to me. But it's the fact that y'all really like allowed these types of niggas to be so famous right now. Like, so famous. He'll get online and say things like this, be like this. And then he'll be at some fucking awards show, or he'll be at some event in a suit with his sunglasses on, and everybody's acting like, he's, Willie Ray Norwood Jr., the son of a pastor, the son of a preacher or some shit like that. Like, the cognitive dissonance is crazy. And then also his fucking mama that'll come out and defend him hook or crook.
Find a basketball player or some kind of tall nigga or a short nigga that you want to be with that you can push around. Good. If I see them niggas playing basketball with my son or see them niggas doing arts and crafts with my daughter, it's going to be a problem.
And I just want to remind y'all that y'all reinforce these mindsets. Ray J is crazy. What Ray J is saying is insane. Like, that's not okay for you to feel like you can show up and just be chaotic and a problem because you're envious, you're jealous of what's happening with your ex or your wife. She moved on from you, whatever the fuck the situation is. Like, but that is how a lot of y'all, I've seen y'all in comments say, well, he is the daddy and he got a right to feel how y'all will champion the most unsafe, weird ass niggas blocking a woman from moving on or whatever the fuck. just because he the daddy, and y'all think that him being a sperm donor to those children means he gets to decide any and everything when it comes to them fucking children just because he's the daddy. When really, if we had common sense, if we had empathy, and we didn't have, if we didn't have the tendency to support abusive men the way we do in our society, if y'all didn't hate women so much, right? Maybe people like Ray J would have got put in jail for pulling a gun on their wife and their kids in the house and wouldn't be able to be out exposing everybody to whatever the fuck he's exposing everybody to. This man is an embarrassment. And I think that y'all are not really, like, we see this shit online so much that people really like forget this is a real person that has real kids, that is married to a real woman, that is having sex with these very real women. And I know it's because they play with reality so much. Nobody knows what to believe. So the natural thing is to just be like, oh, none of it's really real, so I don't have to actually feel a way about it. But no, I think we need to take a moment because y'all did this whole degenerate ass mindset. It is really, really creeping me out right now. And it's too many of y'all that think in the same way as people like Ray J. I have heard y'all say some of the same things that he is saying about the way these men are allowed to control what's happening once they've decided they don't care about their kids. They don't give a fuck about their kids. But as soon as a woman is moving on, now you want to act like you care. Everybody just throws to the back of their mind that this man really don't care about those kids, because if he did, he would be showing up in a different way. It's not about the kids. It's about controlling whatever the mother has going on.
Now, if they got kids too, and all y'all on a play date, I ain't tripping. But don't try to think you gonna be me. You better have some kids, nigga. And then if y'all got kids and my kids is all playing and y'all all one big happy family, it's good, my nigga. Princess, I need you to find like a Russell Wilson. I was about to be a chain. Princess, I need you to find like a Russell Wilson. Find you a Russell Wilson and it's all good.
This is the type of nigga that if she were to find the Russell Wilson, he would create such issue with that man that if that man had something to lose, he would not want to fuck with her just because she comes with him. And he knows that. He knows that men who have something to lose would be apprehensive about being in a relationship with Princess merely because of the way Ray J will go about just attacking you for fun. If y'all don't recognize how fucked up that is, how dark that is, to like never want to really let that girl go, I don't even think Princess knows how much of an abuse victim she is. I think she's been disassociating her whole life. So, and I also think she's a fucked up individual, but I think at this level of abuse in a relationship, you can't help but to be a fucked up individual in my mind. But like, it doesn't negate the fact that y'all, Ray J, when you really look at it, if you was really looking at this situation like just a regular person that had a baby and married a man, and then he started to act like this after, and you having to consistently deal with this type of shit. And I want to remind y'all, he is a Capricorn, if I recall. Y'all know who else is a Capricorn? Martell Holt, Tyrese Gibson, Scrappy, Daryl, okay? Yeah. Just to put it out there. Yeah, I do think that Princess, did not have a lot of self-confidence and did not know to want better for herself besides a nigga just having money, because a nigga will have money, but the type of stress he'll put you through, it's not even worth it. Like, she can say it's worth it, I guess. But to me, it would not be worth it. Like, at this level, I would not want to be connected to a nigga that acts like this. All the Big Tigger, you a lie. Robert.
He's my friend. I want him to be my friend. I want him to show me how to catch the balls. Pause.
Listen, I don't know, not too much on the Capricorns. Listen, y'all gonna have to just understand that there's a part of y'all sign that a lot of us are starting to see a pattern in, okay? Now, whenever somebody bring up how Gemini motherfuckers is crazy, do you ever hear me argue with y'all? I do not, because I know I have met them. Y'all don't hear me defending the Geminis. I defend myself. I don't defend the rest of these hoes. I have met them. Why we can't be real with each other? But yeah.
Don't find a future. I don't want my kids to be around the future. Shut up the future, but he a savage like us.
Oh,
Find you
you're
a
a
Russell
savage.
Wilson.
You're a savage. These niggas will tell you that they fucked up and y'all will still defend them. And the reasoning behind you defending them is she knew he was a savage. Oh, Lord. I don't think like that. In my mind, just because you know somebody is fucked up, it doesn't absolve them from their responsibility in them being fucked up. That's not how my mind works. But, you know, oh, girl, maybe I should have went into the law. All right, let's move on. I want to play a clip, a viral clip, and then we're going to get into some of these niggas because it's some other nigga shit we got to get into. But I do want to break it up a tad bit. Listen, I defend myself. I don't defend the rest of these Geminis. I have met them. And if you think I'm them, no, I am not.
Asking people with kids, can you borrow money from them is crazy. But asking a single mother, can you borrow money from her is absolutely diabolical. That is the last person that you should be borrowing money from. They should not be an option. This is especially true if you are a single person with no kids. And I am not trying to say that people who don't have kids don't have responsibilities. Clearly, I know that everybody has responsibilities. I get that. But to ask somebody in a situation,
Lauren, don't get blocked, babe. Don't get blocked. Please don't.
That is already more difficult.
Oh, received a gift membership. Oh, thank you, graduated thought.
Than what it should naturally be. There should not be one person having to raise a child by themselves. So to be asking them, can you borrow money from them, is a very selfish act. And often I find that single mothers and people with children will give it because they kind of feel, I don't know, almost obligated to do so. But I just want y'all to know that it's pretty fucked up.
Okay. I'm in agreement with that. I am in agreement with that because I do feel like, yeah, I'm not going to somebody that, you know, has a lot of responsibilities asking them to do something for me. I don't really go to nobody asking nobody for nothing. Like, again, girl, if I can't ask this nigga for it, then I'm probably just not gonna get it. Like, that's just what it is at this point. If me or this nigga can't get it, then I guess we just not gonna get it. You know, outside of my job up here, and y'all blessing me the way y'all do because y'all fuck with me. Okay. Yes, thank you, graduated thought, for giving everybody memberships. That was cute. Okay. Y'all I'm gonna post my Discord link so y'all can get in the Discord. But yeah, no, y'all, that's crazy. Why y'all asking people, you know? But also, don't assume that people have money because you see that they don't have kids. Don't do that. Don't do that neither. But also, like, you know, it depends. Because if you are a single mother, but you rich, like, because some of y'all are rich. There are single mothers, especially in New Orleans. There are some single mother bitches that's got a lot of money. Okay? Like, what you mean don't ask her for no money? That bitch rich. Okay? And I'm just talking about within families, right? Like within family dynamics and all of that. But I don't, when people need help, you know, if I got it, I'm helping. But also don't think you're entitled to anything. You're not entitled to anybody's money, you know, so be clear. Okay. And also, you know, you don't realize how you might be doing better than somebody. And I'm wondering who she was talking about because it was probably a nigga. I'm guessing it was a nigga or, you know, sometimes you got to have your friend that ain't shit, right? So a lot of women have that one friend that don't have their shit together. She a fool with these niggas, right? She always out here fucking around with these niggas. And, you know, she gonna ask you for some money because she might have spent her fucking money, her rent money on some stupid shit. Now she ain't got no money. But that's your homegirl. Y'all grew up together and she be watching your kid for you sometimes. So you gonna throw her the money. You know what I'm saying? Like, it be situations like that a lot of the time. Y'all better not be giving these niggas no money. I tell y'all all the time, don't give no nigga no money. You need to sink or swim. You need to sink or swim. Now, of course, in the dynamics of like, you know, this situation, like we're married, is different to me. But it didn't sound like you was talking about somebody you married to. And also, like, you know, I should be alone. Like, let me hold this till I get paid. Okay, here you go. But, you know, no. Okay, let's move on from there. Also, yeah, you got to be appreciative when people do. No co-signing for cause neither. Yeah, bitch, stop putting your motherfucking credit in jeopardy for people. You can't put your credit in jeopardy for people. Okay, don't do that. Y'all, I don't see, this is when when people can't just be gay. A lot of issues just go back to the oppression on men. Y'all don't want to let people be who they are without making them feel subhuman. And so they do drugs. And they get addicted to drugs. Former Florida Goober national candidate Andrew Gillum has been Gilliam, child. I don't know why. Mace Gilliam. Andrew Gillum has been arrested in Alabama on multiple drug-related charges. And y'all know we done already caught this man out there somewhere doing drugs and having butt sex, okay? According to jail records first reported by TMZ, the former Tallahassee mayor was taken into custody Thursday night in Daphne, Alabama. He was booked into the Baldwin County Jail on charges of possession and dangerous drugs, possession of drug paraphernalia, and possession of marijuana. Authorities have not yet released additional details about what led to Gillum's arrest. The arrest marks Gillum's latest legal setback. In 2020, he made headlines after being found in a Miami hotel room where police recovered suspected methamphetamine. Gillum was not charged in that incident, and prosecutors later declined to file charges, citing insufficient evidence linking him to the drugs. They tried to help him get out of it. At the time, Gillum acknowledged he had been drinking but denied using methamphetamines before, and that's why I say, you know, drugs and having butt sex, because you take meth because apparently it helps you not feel the pain in your butt. You know, that way the sex is more pleasurable. That's what I hear, girl. That's what I hear from the people. I'm not sure. Okay, I don't judge, but I don't want y'all to, you know, this is you destroying your body. Gillum, who narrowly lost Florida's 2018 gubernatorial race. Y'all, this is so sad. This is so sad. Yeah, when they say weed, they say weed specifically to say it's other drugs. Possession of dangerous drugs. Weed is not a dangerous drug. That nigga probably had meth on him. Okay? That's probably what he had on him. And it's really sad. And I feel like it really is a product of not being able to be who you truly are in this world and not being able to do what you're probably supposed to be doing. But because you are who you are, it makes me sad. And that's not to take any accountability away from him, y'all. Not at all. But just recognizing that a lot of the times the reason why people be on drugs like that is because they carrying around the weight of a lot of shame and a lot of guilt and a lot of disappointment in themselves that they can't really deal with. And I feel like I can understand. There are moments in my life that have happened where when I think back on it, oh my God, I hate it so much. And it's not even nothing I did bad like that, but it's just a moment that might make me cringe or something. If I had to think about losing something that I really tried hard for because everybody found out that I was gay and, you know, I couldn't really be myself because I felt like I had to look a certain way in order to get the thing that I really wanted, and I made those sacrifices and I still didn't get it. I think I could understand how you would end up doing drugs just so you can go and have butt sex and, you know, be high in peace. So you don't have to think about how you failed yourself or how unfair things are. You know what I mean? I just think it's a deeper situation, and I think it's really sad, and it makes me sad. And I really want to know what's going on with the wife. What is going on with her? Because sometimes just because you married to a man don't mean y'all still together. It just mean y'all haven't legally went through, the paperwork. And you could be waiting for that nigga to get his mind right. That don't mean y'all together. That mean you at the house and he come in and out, and you got to make sure he can't just come in and out in case he want to steal some shit for drugs. You don't know. You don't know what's going on. Addiction is fueled by loneliness. Yes. Because it's you needing to be okay in your lonesome and not feeling the weight of the loneliness when you're like, I literally understand. Anyway, so this was another story, y'all, that popped up on my feed and I wanted to talk about. I got to make y'all laugh, y'all. That shit sad as fuck. Body discovered on Ham Island as search continues for missing football player Nolan Wells. I believe they found out that it was him. Body found on Horn Island amid search for missing teen Nolan Wells. A park ranger discovered a body on the northwest end of Horn Island. That's what it's saying, Horn Island, not home. I don't know why I looked a R next to an N like an M. My bad. This is in Jackson County. What state is this, bitch? This must be Florida. Is this Florida, y'all? Horn Island, this Jackson County Sheriff. Officials have not confirmed the identity of the body, and it is not yet. I think they did confirm that it was him. Let me see. I might have saved. This is so sad. Hold up. Yep, here it is. Heartbreaking update. Nolan Wells' mother confirms body recovered. Was her son? Oh my gosh. Okay, so let me just read y'all what it says. Just hours after authorities discovered a body in the area where 15-year-old Nolan Wells had been missing, his mother, Christine Wansley, confirmed the devastating news that it was her son. In a heartfelt statement, she thanked family, friends, the community, the United Cajun Navy, local law enforcement, and everyone who helped search for Nolan over the past several days. She described him as a special soul who is always willing to cheer and uplift others while asking for privacy as her family grieves. She also shared that no GoFundMe has been created by she shared that no GoFundMe has been created by her, Nolan's father, their family, or friends, and urged the public to report any fundraising pages claiming otherwise. Our hearts are with Nolan's family, friends, teammates, and everyone who loved him. Oh my God, this is so terrible. I wonder what happened. He might have drowned or something. I wonder what happened, y'all. This is terrible. But I'm sure they'll be doing the autopsy, and when we figure out what the fuck happened, child, I'll come back and tell y'all. But that's just so unfortunate, so sad. Oh Lord. Okay, we're moving on, y'all. We're moving on. I want to go to let's go to Deontay Kyle right quick because I want to hear this shit before we get into Marcellus Wiley and Big Tigger.
Speaking of MAGA and shit like that, how do you maintain this friendship with Andrew Schultz?
It's my guy, man. I've known Andrew we've been doing the pod for 13 years, so that means I've known Andrew for 15. And
you ever tell him like some of his takes, like especially when it comes to the Donald Trump shit?
All the time. Like people forget, like in the first time Donald Trump won, we had a whole episode called The Exorcism of Alt-Right Andy. Like that's what the episode was called. And we literally went back and forth because I'm just like, I didn't understand where that was coming from, you know what I mean? But then honestly, I don't know if that was the way I should have handled it, right? Because our friends can be allowed to be wrong.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They can be allowed to be what they on. They can be allowed to be on what they on. And then when they're wrong, if they can hold themselves accountable and say, yo, what's happening right now is some bullshit.
Yeah.
I leave the door open for that, you know? And that's what's been going on. That's why like when I see people getting so mad about the manosphere, the Joe Rogans, the Theo Vaughns, and the Andrew Schultz, like, how dare y'all critique Trump now when y'all help Trump get in this position? But you want them to keep acting like this shit is okay? Because the reality of the situation is,
no, we wanted them to be honest about it from the beginning, and not when it all of a sudden became beneficial for them to say, oh, this is fucked up. It was obvious that it was fucked up back then, Charlamagne. That's why.
that's the only question I have for any of this shit nowadays. Anything you tell me about Trump, you know what my question is? Well, what are white people going to do about it? Because black people, you see what they doing to us in the South as far as, you know.
Okay, and the conversation is about you being friends with a white man who seems racist and xenophobic and ignorant.
The redistricting, right? So they're weakened. They've weakened our voting power. We just had the conversation about how, you know, black people, we really can't do nothing to them white, powerful white folks, right? Like, so what are the white people going to do about what's going on in this country? That's my question.
And the cars is really in their hands. And the thing is that
all in their hands.
I feel like
listen, this is the thing. This is the thing, y'all. This is the thing about this business. And I was on my mind this weekend about what it means to really be successful. Because sometimes being successful is being in a room with people that you know ain't shit. That you know playing on your top. And it's like trying to get to a certain level. And so, you know, you bite your tongue or you ignore or, you know what I mean? You placate.
When you are a pawn and you think you a knight, nigga, they are working your ass. Cause them people getting work. I would even say to the point, like, I think I discovered shows during COVID when he was doing the turn your video sideways shit. And I was like, oh, this is smooth. So then when he kind of jumped on the band, I was like, fuck is this nigga doing?
The crazy thing is, though, he only had one interview.
Yeah, but that's enough, nigga.
It is, but nobody paid attention to when he had Bernie Sanders on.
I mean,
Pete Buttigieg,
but see,
Zoran Mondani.
I think so. This is the other thing too.
Mark Cuban.
The game of extremes,
Shut
right?
up,
The game of
Charlamagne.
extremes is, you know, objectivity goes out the window. Like, if you have Bernie Sanders on, you can't have Trump on. Because this shit has turned into like essentially gangbanging.
Yeah,
it's gangbanging like that shit. So I think the thing is too, and even after the fact, like if you can say, I fucked up, I was wrong, but don't say like this.
Listen, I'm looking at the comments. I'm not even listening to this shit no more at the end of the day because I know what it is, right? I'm not mad at Deontay because there's a part of me that recognizes that you have these conversations with people and it doesn't mean that they're changing how they feel or that you're changing how you feel. Okay? But we can still have these conversations, I guess. But when it comes to, you know what I mean? I'm like, why? I don't know why we talking about Bernie Sanders. I don't know why we talking about that. Like, to me, everything Charlamagne was doing was deflection. Everything that Charlamagne was doing was like putting a hot potato back on white people, putting a hot potato back on Andrew. When at the end of the day, everybody has to be held accountable. Everybody has to be held accountable for their part in this. And you, as a black person, introducing a far-right Andy Schultz to the black community as somebody we should be listening to, Charlamagne, there's accountability in that. Yes. And Deontay has to have these conversations with other thinkers. It's part of the game. And people was mad that he didn't push back more. But I also feel like it's a fine line and it's a hard game to play. But ultimately, I think Deontay knows that Charlamagne is full of shit to some extent. But it means a lot to have Charlamagne's validation in this area, in podcasting, in this business.
This isn't what I voted for. It's like, yeah, you did, nigga. You did.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. Somebody in a comment said that they don't see white people as ignorant. It's like, no, they really are. But their hatred is what fuels their ignorance, right? I don't want to know the truth because then it goes against the lie I'm telling myself. It is ignorance. It is ignorance because they really don't know what the fuck they be talking about and they don't know what's really going on. Not truly. And that's because they won't allow themselves to truly know what's going on. They won't allow themselves to be mad at who they should be mad at. They won't allow it. But it is a space of, I don't want to learn more. I don't want to have a better understanding of this situation. I want to be mad how I'm mad. Right? And listen, I saw somebody, I think it might have been Medusa. Shout out to Medusa, who was saying that it was a content creator. I think it was her that said that. It might have been somebody else, child. But somebody was like, the reason why they don't fuck with another content creator, like they might have good takes, but I can't really follow you because you a Nicki Minaj fan. Like you still a stan of Nicki Minaj even after all of this, girl? After all of this? She's standing there with our governor. Yeah, that's why I'm even talking about it, because that's my governor. Okay, in his very southern antebellum linen white suit. You know, people can be nice to black people and still be racist. Y'all know that, right? Especially when they make it so that, you know, black people don't have the same voting power, redistricting the maps so that you would eliminate majority black districts in New Orleans and in you know, in other places, getting rid of black people having power in the government, and your black ass gonna go over there and take pictures and shit. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Y'all want to talk about something that should make the ancestors roll around in a fucking grave? Oh, Lord. But y'all still like that lady. That's y'all business. That's y'all business. That's right. Don't care about nothing. Fall for anything because you don't care about nothing. All right. Let's get into somebody else I can't stand. Brian Mcknight. Okay, Brian McNigga. Brian Mcknight sat down with Nathaniel Glidwell, bitch, I don't know. The stepfather raising Brian Mcknight Jr.'s 2 children for one of his Fatherhood Friday episodes. For the next 12 minutes, Brian kept asking questions about Brian Jr.'s role as a father, how often he sees the kids, what co-parenting looks like, and whether he's really involved. So because your children have talked about how you've been a terrible father, you are now using your platform in order to showcase that this white man is doing a better job at raising your grandkids than your son is, not understanding that if your son, Brian Mcknight Jr., is a bad father, it's because you're a bad father, Brian Mcknight Sr. And this is why I get upset with parents, because it's the type of blind spot y'all be having, where you will make it your business to criticize your child for whatever issue they may have, and you can't see that they got it from you. If that's the issue that they have, it would be your fault, because you're not a good father. Glidewell said Brian Jr. reportedly only sees the kids once or twice a year on a good year, usually around birthdays or Christmas. He said there have been a lot of broken promises over the years, which is why he makes it a point not to break his own promises to the kids. He also shared that the children call him dad, but the older child still wishes he had a relationship with his biological father. Glidewell even admitted that as a white man, he knows there are certain things he can't give his black stepson that a black father could. The thing that pisses me off is that you would even get online and have this conversation and think that this is in the best interest of those children, for you to malign their father in such a manner with the grandfather who has already been out here being terrible to these children. Like, y'all, I don't give a fuck. Just what we've seen of Brian Mcknight. Brian Mcknight is a terrible human being. The renaming the children, all of that shit, like that, y'all, that's actually extremely cruel and extremely fucked up. Like, to me, Brian Mcknight is a terrible person, like a bad person. I wouldn't put anything past a nigga like Brian Mcknight, who makes it his business to, I feel like, psychologically abuse his family members. Whether it's you suing your ex-wife, not being there when your son was on his deathbed, creating a whole nother family and not including your previous children as if they don't exist. And now you up here having this conversation with this white man so you can prove that this white man is a better father than you and your son.
Well, I tell you what, watch that dick sucking shit, because that'll go bad. Call it what you want.
That's how I feel. Here's the part viewers couldn't get past. Not once during the entire interview did Brian call Brian Jr. his son. Not once did he acknowledge the children as his grandchildren. Instead, he kept referring to Brian Jr. as the biological father and the kids as if they weren't his own family. By the end of the interview, Brian praised Glidewell for stepping up, but many viewers walked away focused on something completely different. They felt Brian spent the entire conversation highlighting someone else's absence without acknowledging his own. Oh, so we all understand what the fuck is going on. This is another great example of how men can create great music and be the most horrible fucking people. Cause do I ever cross your mind anytime? Do you ever wake up reaching out for me? Somebody else need to sing it. Still have your picture in the frame. Still hear your footsteps down the hall. I swear I hear your voice driving me insane. How I wish that you would call to say, do I ever cross your mind? I hate that nigga. Every time. Listen, because that was one of them ones that it don't matter when I hear it, it tap into something. I hate it. But we've discussed how many people that I tell you, listen, y'all know me. Y'all know me. I ain't gonna get into some of y'all faves, but I'm able to be like, the music is fantastic, but this life got too much weird ass duality in it. Make great music, be terrible, despicable human being. Ugh. Had us all fighting for that dark skin ass nigga, because y'all know that was the reason, back in the day, right? Back in the day, the black women wanted y'all to know that we loved on y'all dark, crusty, dusty, bitch ass niggas. The colorism thing. Because the colorism thing was happening with women wanted to let the dark skinned men know they love them. Think about, what's the movie, y'all? Yes, please, Luke James. Yes, Luke James. Please somebody find a way to get Luke James to do it. Because I love me some Luke James. I love me some Luke James, baby. And I would love to hear him do it, okay? Yes, Lord. Shout out to the men that I don't hate. Just seem like such a kind-spirited person, okay? Just seem, okay? Just kind. Just kind eyes, okay? But I do think better people need to redo some of these people's songs. I do. I ain't gonna lie. Now that's a thing for me in my mind, that we need to get some of these better people, okay? Some people that have not raped, assaulted, beat anybody, kidnapped anybody. Can y'all, some of y'all that we like, can y'all redo some of these fucked up nigga songs, please? Give us somebody else to whine to, because sometimes the song is good. We don't need the nigga that was attached to it. Somebody else redo it. The way y'all took motherfuckers, girl, what's the lady name whose songs that everybody took? What's my girl? That Tiana Taylor about to make the movie about. Why am I spacing? Dionne Warwick. Y'all took all of Dionne Warwick songs to the point that Dionne Warwick songs have been made bigger by other artists. So y'all don't know that that was a Dionne Warwick song. That's what y'all need to do to every single one of these niggas that have been disgraced. Somebody else redo it. Somebody else do it. So let's, I love Luke James is a Gemini. Okay, now it's gonna be on my list of things to make sure I run into Luke James at some point in life and get my hug and get my picture so that, because I need to meet with him in person so I can see if it's real, right? And then be like, because, when one Gemini that's not a psychopath meets another Gemini that's not a psychopath, it's like, I knew we were out there. I knew we were out there. It's you. It's you. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get into this fuck ass nigga. More allegations have surfaced against former NFL player Marcellus Wiley just one day after his domestic violence arrest made headlines. This is why I normally believe victims, because they are usually right no matter what you hoes say. And if you give it some time, more shit will come out, because most of the time, these niggas don't have any self-control. Whatever it is that they do, they gonna do it again. According to TMZ, Wiley's wife, former Real Housewives of Beverly Hills cast member Anne-Marie Wiley, has filed for divorce while accusing him of years of physical, sexual, emotional, and financial abuse. The filing comes after Marcellus was arrested in Florida over the 4th of July weekend on a domestic battery charge involving Anne-Marie. He has denied the allegations related to his arrest. In the divorce filing, Anne-Marie alleges Marcellus raped her while he was intoxicated in 2012 and attempted to sleep with two of her friends that same year. She also claims he punched her in 2014, leaving her with a black eye, threw a Coke bottle at her while she was 9 months pregnant in 2019, and struck her in the head with a shoe in 2025. She further alleges that earlier this year, he dragged her out of bed, berated and assaulted her before raping her multiple times. She also accuses him of borrowing $100,000 from her without repaying it and charging another $100,000 to her credit cards. Marcellus has not publicly responded to these specific allegations. It's given Jonas. It's given Jonas. That's what it's giving. As part of the filing, Anne-Marie is requesting sole custody of the couple's 3 children, exclusive use of their Los Angeles home, and a restraining order requiring Marcellus to remain at least 100 yards away from her. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh no, I'm a late May Gemini. Okay, and I want everybody to recognize. Okay, I want y'all to see me. All right, y'all see me? Y'all tipping? Look at the tip, y'all. It's Cash App BondyBlue. Do y'all see how it's spelled? Because when y'all cash at me, I want y'all to put it in right. Don't put Bondi. Okay? Don't put somebody who I met, and I let him get away with that because I like him. Tariq Blondie. I'm like, Tariq, why is you calling me Blondie? You know that's not my fucking name. I love Tariq. Tariq be cursing out the planets. I love him. I can't wait to meet him in person because I know we gonna meet in person. Domestic violence is a motherfucker. I believe everything them people said. I believe the women when they said he was assaulting them, and I believe the wife because that's what he was being accused of prior. I think it'd be auto-correcting my name, so I just want y'all to be aware, okay? Oh, girl. So, yeah, Marcellus Wiley, she filed for divorce, y'all. She filed for divorce, said the man been beating her ass and assaulting her the whole relationship. That's how it be. And it takes a long time to leave. It takes a long time to leave, y'all. It's not even that simple, especially because niggas be trying to kill you when you leave. So let's listen to some. I want y'all to hear some shit before we get into this.
Black women are 6 times more likely to be killed due to domestic violence than their white counterparts. While domestic violence is the leading cause of death for Black women ages 15 to 35 years old. How many of you have students going off to college? Young ladies, you need to prepare them. You need to educate them. Let them know this statistic, this is the reality. Even though Black women experience domestic violence at significantly higher rates than white women, they tend to remain silent. This may be due to a number of reasons. Silence out of fear and distrust of the police, afraid it would put them or their abuser at great risk of violence from police intervention being more harmful versus helpful. Silence because we as Black women possess a strong sense of cultural affinity and loyalty to our race, which often targets Black men and stereotypes them as being violent and aggressive, so we don't want to add to that stereotype. We remain silent due to the cultural norms that tells Black women to be strong in any situation, regardless of the physical and emotional harm or pain it may cause. Silent because we don't even realize we're in an abusive relationship, because we have not been taught what emotional or physical abuse looks like or how we should be treated in a relationship. We remain silent because our abusers control the narrative before we can, gaslighting our stories of abuse and often playing the victim themselves. We remain silent out of fear of judgment, shame, isolation, or alienation. So as a result, the abuse remains covered up. What leads one to be abusive? Black women are sick.
Okay. So I just wanted to play that right quick just because I want y'all to have some shit in y'all head a little bit. So let's get into the situation. The video that came out today was this video. Now, mind you, her eye already looks fucked up. So why is he still, once her eye is fucked up, why is he still fighting with her for the phone?
Tigger, get
off my phone.
Do you not see all them crying?
Stop. I'm not doing that.
Yes,
She
you did.
dropped. She dropped.
Bro, you're literally stepping on her.
I'm not stepping on her, Alex. I just want
Bro.
my phone. She can give me the phone and it'll be over.
Who is Alex? I don't know who Alex is. Y'all tell me. He sounds young. I assumed he was her child, or you know what I'm saying, or a child in the household. I don't know.
She can give me the phone and it would be over.
Bro, just get over her. She's gonna
I'm
give
not
you.
on her at all. Give me my phone.
Get off of me,
Give me my phone.
D, if I was anybody else, you wouldn't be doing this.
If you say so. Give me my phone.
Bro, just get over her. You can buy a new phone.
Get
Mr. Tigger! Mr. Tigger, get off of her now!
Sound like this child got more sense than a lot of y'all grown adult people. So also, then let's go back to the original video, because there was so many of y'all in my fucking comments talking about, oh, this is not domestic violence. This is not domestic violence. Well, the fucking police thought it was domestic violence. Where's the original TMZ video? Hold up. Let me get, yeah, here it is. This is the original TMZ video that we looked at last week. This is an extension of that situation.
Now plug the back up. This is yours.
I am bleeding.
This is yours.
She said, I am bleeding.
No. Take a picture. Take a picture.
Alicia, stop.
Take a picture.
Alicia, stop.
Get off of me. Get off of me. Get off of me.
There you go. Now plug the back up. This is yours.
I am bleeding.
This is yours.
I'm bleeding, so take a picture. No. Take a picture. Take a picture.
Alicia, stop.
Take a picture.
Alicia, stop.
Get off of me. Get off of me.
Now, this is my question. In that moment right there, are they still fighting over his phone? Because I know y'all keep saying that, oh, it's the phone, it's the phone. Y'all care so much about this fucking phone. All she had to do was give him his phone back. That's because y'all are used to stupid ass niggas telling y'all that dumb shit, and then y'all thinking that that's what's gonna fly. That's not how that works. So let me explain something to y'all. It is never legal or justified to physically fight a partner to retrieve your phone. Initiating physical force, such as wrestling or hitting, is considered assault or battery. Even grabbing or ripping a device out of someone's hands can lead to criminal domestic violence charges. So everybody that was in them fucking comments, running y'all mouth, running y'all shit, oh, it's a phone. Give him his phone back. Give him his phone back. Y'all don't know what the fuck y'all are talking about. Y'all are like children that have to have shit explained to them. She can grab his phone and he still legally cannot physically fight her for it and it not be assault. Because her grabbing his phone, she hasn't left the property with it, but her grabbing his phone doesn't mean he can now assault her. I know y'all don't like that. I know y'all feel like you should be able to punish women whenever they do something wrong. So her taking his phone is wrong, which means anything he does in order to get the phone back is okay. No, bitch, that's not true. Physical conflict is completely unjustified in these scenarios for a few key reasons. Assault and battery. Using physical violence to force a partner's hand or retrieve the device is illegal. It is recognized by law enforcement as domestic violence, which carries severe legal and protective order consequences. So what adult men should do in these situations when they don't want to put their hands on a woman is, like I said, go outside, lock yourself in the car, or go to a neighbor's house, call the police. He had another device in his hand. That man wanted to fight, wanted to physically tumble around on the floor with her so that if she gets hurt, he can do these little physical things and it will seem like it's her. She's doing too much. Why does he continue to grab her? Let me inform y'all some more, okay? While the physical phone belongs to whoever purchased it, seizing or holding someone else's personal property can be considered theft or illegal conversion. So he had every right to call the police, to go to his other phone, because I know he has another phone, because y'all up in here acting like this nigga didn't have another phone. He had a tablet in his hand during this first altercation that we see. He has a tablet in his hand. So you mean to tell me this grown-ass man couldn't have locked that phone from the tablet? All that shit be connected, but he couldn't do that, right? He couldn't take the tablet, go in the car, call the police, say she stole my phone. He couldn't do that, right? You know why? Because there's something in that phone that he don't want her to fucking see. It's something in that phone that he don't want her to see. And that's what this is about. Right to privacy. Searching a partner's device without their consent is a breach of trust, and in some jurisdictions can be legal invasion of privacy. So again, he could have handled it in a whole bunch of ways that did not result in him physically harming her. And it is because a lot of y'all don't care about yourselves and you don't care about other people. Y'all really do think a physical response is always the best response. It is not. When you are a grown adult person with shit to lose, physically responding to things is not the smartest thing to do. Y'all can keep saying she could have gave him his phone. The phone is not that important. You should not be willing to commit domestic violence in order to get a phone back. And it's crazy that because y'all have let people tell y'all that type of shit so often, you think that's right. That is not what is right. You're not supposed to fight your wife over a phone. That's crazy. And if she wants to grab your phone and look through your phone because you're cheating on her, are y'all going to act like most of you women have not done shit like that? Most of y'all have gone through these niggas' phones. Most of y'all have waited till they went to sleep and put their finger on the phone and went through the phone to find out what you wanted to find out. So you think that a man should be able to put his hands on you because you went through his phone? Y'all don't care enough about yourselves. Y'all don't care enough about other people. That's what India Arie meant when she said, y'all don't care enough. You don't. And y'all respond to shit like teenagers that cannot think ahead. That's how y'all respond to shit. The way I'm reading these comments, the shit y'all saying about y'all mouth, it's as if y'all are all 16 years old and don't know right from wrong, and you don't know that this is assault regardless of how you feel about it. Your fucking vibes and feelings are not what the police are going to take into account. They're going to take into account that she didn't touch you. Even if she had your phone, she didn't touch you. You touched her, and she ended up getting stitches on her fucking eye. You're not hurt in this. You didn't get hurt, Tigger. She did. The device is essentially the digital evidence of the betrayal. When caught, the immediate reflex is to protect the phone in an attempt to protect the cheater's alternate reality and control how much of the truth is actually revealed. Because what a lot of niggas do is they gaslight you. For instance, when she came out and said what she said, that nigga got up there on that radio station and he said she was a complete lie, and he only apologized to his co-host. This video came out. He absolutely put his hands on her. He absolutely was fighting with her. And y'all act like she doing too much. She antagonizing him. It's her fault. So now it doesn't matter that he got up there and lied. And he was the reason why she hit her eye, because had he not been fighting with her, she wouldn't have fell and hit her eye. I'm going to play the rest of this video for y'all.
Get off of me.
See that? That? And a lot of y'all don't even understand that abusive men look for reasons to put their hands on you. I'm going to play this shit one more time.
Plug the back up. This is yours.
He's handing her shit.
I am bleeding.
This is yours.
She's already bleeding.
Take a picture. Take a picture.
The police stop.
Now, they were already standing over there, y'all. If there was something that he didn't want her to have, why didn't he already go over there and get it? He's handing her shit. This is yours. This is yours. And then when she picks something up and says, take a picture, now he's wrestling with her again. Why?
Take a picture.
Police stop.
Get off of me. Get off of me.
Why are you manhandling her?
Get off of me.
Somebody in the comments, what is he taking a picture of? He was trying to put her out his office. She said, I'm bleeding. And this is how you know nobody cared. Y'all are just brainwashed. Y'all are brainwashed as fuck to not even believe what you see with your eyes, and then to come up with reasons for why it is okay. It is not okay for him to manhandle her about a phone. It is not. Cheaters will often deflect from their own actions by weaponizing the concept of privacy. By shifting the focus to their partner's invasion of privacy, they try to redirect blame and make the betrayed partner feel guilty or crazy for snooping, which is what y'all are doing, acting like him putting his hands on her and doing all of that is not a bigger issue than her giving him the phone back. The betrayed partner's relentless need to see the phone isn't just about curiosity, it's a trauma response. Infidelity can severely damage a person's sense of safety, and the phone often represents the only way to restore a sense of reality, because people that abuse you will fuck with your sense of reality. And y'all, because there's so many of you women out there that was talking that DL shit. You don't understand, Bondy. DL men are abusive. A nigga that's probably DL being abusive. She doing too much.
Well, I tell you what, watch that dick sucking shit, because that'll go bad. Call it what you want.
A tallymackle. It's a dick on the phone. You telling me it's a dick on the phone? He said it's a dick on the phone. I said, so right now, if I look at the phone, there's going to be a dick in it.
And to me, like, all of y'all that want to disagree, I don't care, because you're wrong. Like, legally, and as like a grown adult person, you are wrong if you think the way he handled this situation was okay. I'm really not interested. I'm really not interested. And a lot of y'all make excuses for abusive men. This is apparently y'all job. This is apparently what, you know what I'm saying? Listen, this is apparently what we're doing now.
That's the rule. That's the goal now. What are we doing? What's going on?
Apparently, we are defending niggas that beat on and create scenarios so that they can be physical with women. That's what we're doing. Let me see if I can find that clip. I don't know, maybe I didn't save it, but the lady was talking about, let me see.
But very specifically, what trauma does to the brain and how long it takes to process. It takes, on average, 7 to 10.
That's an even deeper conversation into the DV, because y'all always asking, oh, why you ain't leave? Girl, shut the fuck up. Ask why he can't stop putting his hands on people. Like, y'all heard that teenage boy. Hold up, let me see. Because this is a safe space, and this is a space where we understand, you know what I'm saying, like how domestic violence works. And there are a lot of times where we're not willing to even like deal with this with y'all, okay? Okay, so Vicky, babe, listen. And this is why I'm so glad that a lot of y'all are not police officers. Y'all are not judges. Y'all are not I'm glad that y'all are not in any position that actually matters in this situation, because your understanding is not the correct understanding. You don't understand the situation if you think that you can say, I'm not co-signing domestic violence, but I believe she manipulates the situation. You can't manipulate somebody else putting their hands on you. That is a decision that they're making. And I showed you 2 videos of this man repeatedly fighting this lady over a phone, that at this point he could have went and done something else. I don't understand, like, why y'all always have to defend these men? Why y'all always have to give them leeway no matter how much evidence that you have? I mean, you started out by saying you were sorry. I'm sorry, Bondy, but so that automatically lets me know that you're disagreeing with me about a domestic violence situation, which is wild. And I'm not even going to go in for real, because I don't even want to, because at the end of the day, I think it all really stems from a lot of you as women. Y'all have a lack of understanding of these things, first of all. Y'all also have been taught that y'all are supposed to be punished. That's what a lot of y'all are taught, that y'all are supposed to be punished by these men whenever they decide that you've done something and you didn't act accordingly. They can put their hands on you and you think that's appropriate. Or just always thinking that women are so in control of these situations. Let me see if I can find that one nigga. Hold up. Because there's a white boy that be interviewing people. And I just saw this video and I'm mad I didn't save it. Oh, y'all just gonna make me so mad. So y'all ever seen that white boy that's supposed to be sitting down giving people like a financial audit, you know, or something like that, and it really ends up being mess? Oh, here we go. I found it, y'all. Because this is what I heard from a lot of y'all.
He accused me of calling him a because I said it was weird that he wanted to go on a girls trip.
Okay,
We had issues in the past with issues.
What issues would lead to that insinuation?
My little sister spent the night one time, and he stayed in the living room, and she walked out to go grab a drink, and he was on the couch doing...
Your credit score is actually 4. What do you do for a living? Let's start with you, Willow in Lubbock.
I am an administrative assistant.
Can you cook?
Expecting me to...
What do you do for a living? Let's start with your credit score is...
He accused me of calling...
How did your head magically appear in his hit box?
I was standing right there.
What issues would lead to that insinuation?
My little sister spent the night one time, go grab a drink, and he was on the couch doing very inappropriate things, proceeded to lie to me and my mom about it. And
Okay, I'm gonna let the whole... Yeah, I'm gonna let this whole clip play out because I listen to the things that people say. Girl, anyway.
What issues
we moved on.
Lead to that insinuation?
My little sister spent the night one time, and he stayed in the living room, and she walked out to go grab a drink, and he was on the couch doing very inappropriate things, proceeded to lie to me and my mom about it when she wanted to go home. And so then he tied me saying it was weird into the past experience.
How old was she?
At the time, she was like 7. Which, granted, he didn't know that she was going to walk out. Like, it was not meant to be like that, but he then tied it back to that.
Wait for it, y'all. Wait for it. That's not even why we here. That's a huge problem.
Guys.
But that's not why we here. Let's just wait.
What the No. 17-year-old in the house. 7-year-old in the house. Why are you in the living room getting all? No. You don't do. No. First of all, I just got to note that literally nobody knew this, by the way. But if a kid is in the house, we don't set up sexual exposures unless there's like a intent to be caught in some way.
No, shit.
No. Nobody sets out in the living room.
No, I was sleeping in the living room. They were sleeping in the bedroom.
No, you still go to the bathroom. As a myself, I know.
And that's why I said it was one night. Like she was spending the night one night.
And
even
what was he
if
caught doing specifically?
jacking off.
Just full out in the open?
No, I was under a blanket. Like,
doesn't sound like it from what's being said.
She said that she saw everything, and then he proceeded to call her a liar at the time.
No, I was under.
Why? If it was a mistake, admit the mistake. If you're going full defense and calling her a liar.
Yeah.
No, I was under a
literally
blanket.
did not even tell me and was like, "Oh, she must feel sick," and that's what she then ended up
I
saying.
didn't say that. She said that.
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh yeah."
How did your head?
This was so weird. This whole thing was fun. I was looking at this white lady like, oh my God, you really stayed with this nigga? I'm trying to find.
Your credit score is actually 4.
Okay, hold on. I'm trying to see if I can find this clip, y'all, in its entirety, because apparently a part of these people's relationship.
You're making 10,000 hours a month, and what? You guys are acting like you're.
Hold up. I'm trying to find. Was it? It was the financial audit clips. Let me see if it's on. Yeah. Okay.
Buddy, what have you been
Mixed with
typing
anxiety.
for like about 1,000 years?
No, nothing. I'm trying to download.
Buddy, what have you
Mixed
been
with
typing? So why did you let him move back in? Because this past is one of the more extreme. No, it's the most extreme past I've ever seen on the show.
So I said no.
2 years later, what happened?
I said no multiple times.
So okay, well, walk me. Well, I think that's fair. I am actually on the side of your brother there for.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to find.
Buddy, what have you
Mixed
been
with anxiety.
typing for like a very capitalist economy? Buddy, what have you been typing for like about 1,000 years?
I'm annoyed.
No, nothing. I'm trying to download the Indeed app.
You can go to the Safari.
You can log in via. So why did you? Okay, well,
Hell kept asking me to. He found it very convenient that I then had my own house.
I'm trying to find
Things
it,
were
y'all.
getting
Hold up.
stressful, and so my grandfather ended up trying to help me get a house, and I moved into the house, and he found it very convenient that I then had my own house, and was like,
I don't, y'all gonna hate me for this, but why do I feel like these glasses are telling the entire story?
"Oh, I really want to work on things, and we need to be back together," and was trying to prove himself to me, and I kept telling him get a job. And
good start.
then he couldn't stay with his friend anymore. So he came to me and he's like, "Look, I don't have anywhere to stay." And
why doesn't anyone want you to live with them? That's it.
No, I didn't want to say my friend because he was smoking weed and I was trying to quit smoking weed. And so I was
he didn't quit until I officialized the divorce. He told me he quit in October. He didn't quit until about 2-3 months later.
Okay, continue. So he kept asking you, said get a job.
Yeah. And then he finally asked me if he could stay with me for a week. And I said, yes, you can stay with me for a week. He was supposed to have job interviews lined up.
Which I did. And I was doing the job interviews. And then they were like, "Oh, yeah, it's doing great." And then I'll get emails saying that they found another candidate. But I
So he
can't.
didn't get a job. Why'd you let him move back in?
So he was already staying there.
Why? Why was he there?
Because I was letting him stay for a week.
1 week.
And
Okay, so what happened at the end of the week?
I did not hold boundaries because obviously, as y'all can tell, there's been multiple police calls.
Multiple
I
and
was
other
stressed.
incidents, let's say.
Yeah, and I was stressed, and I did not want to initiate kicking him out, end up on bad terms for not only me, but for our kids, because he and his family would always be like, "Oh, well, we run this town, and
we run Lubbock."
Yeah, and
His
we can
hick-ass
take the
family?
kids. Yeah.
Do they run Lubbock?
No.
What do they do?
So his brother used to be a really big time person in Lubbock.
Doing what?
And selling drugs.
Okay.
Yeah. And so, yes, when I was getting threatening phone calls, I was like, honestly scared to lose my kids.
How would the drug dealer take your kids?
I don't know. Anxiety. It was just, I was very anxious about the whole situation. And he was trying to show me that he was changing, and that.
Well, I think that's fair. I am
This shit
actually
was
on
so
the side.
crazy.
So,
I
buddy,
have
what have
to
you been
find-
typing for like a very?
I have to find that original clip that I saw though, y'all, because in that original clip, it gets into.
How did your head magically appear in his hit
Yeah,
box?
I was standing right there. Me and his ex-brother-in-law both believe it was directed at me. He
It was
says
not.
it's
Well,
not.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Cops got called. He and his brother-in-law ended up literally saying, "No, he threw it at her."
Okay. Were there other cop calls?
No, yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
What?
He choked me while I was holding our
This part,
newborn baby.
He choked her while he was holding the newborn.
And my
while she
issue
was
isn't
holding
even
newborn
all
baby.
the experiences. It's the fact that he like defends them. Like obviously y'all see the defensiveness. If he would just own up to it and be like, "Yes, that's what I did," great. But it's the defensiveness behind it.
And the reason that was because
Which is the same thing as fighting somebody over a phone when you get caught cheating. Just take the fucking L, bitch ass nigga.
in the beginning of the relationship, we were in like a relationship where I was,
But not holding a newborn baby. That's even where I said
This
that
is the
I drew
part,
the
y'all.
line.
This is the part.
I had our
Reasonable.
newborn baby.
I don't think
in my
free
hand.
use and stuff is usually when holding the newborn baby. I don't think
then-
ropes are when holding a newborn baby.
Yeah. And then his mom called me on the exact same night because I took his son away from him and I was this big horrible person. Didn't want it was 10, 15 seconds.
So if it was an accident,
He choked her for 10 to 15 seconds.
and you know,
He's possibly going to end up killing her because they say it's actually a predictor. Strangling a woman is actually, and that's another thing. It's not choking. It's strangling. Choking is something that happens internally. Strangling is when somebody else restricts your breathing. Okay. And they say that it's a predictor for if a man will eventually kill the woman, strangling her.
noticed if it was just BDS wasn't good, it wouldn't have lasted for 15 seconds.
no, like it was hardcore stuff. Like when she got
Not
upset,
with the baby.
Because she was holding the kid.
That's what I'm saying. It's not BDSM. It's not BDSM. She's holding a baby. Y'all are not fucking.
she grabbed the kid after it was
How?
started.
Bullshit.
Like we were already.
How?
So the thing was when she started acting up, I was supposed to
Bullshit.
step up
Because
put-
on some level, she feels she's agreed to the BDSM. So when he abuses her, she feels like I'm allowing it to some extent. But no, he's just abusive.
her in place, let her stop.
Bullshit.
She picked up the baby, and I was like, no, like this is
Bullshit. That's why I literally ran around the freaking side of the bed because you were acting like a psychopath. I had in my hand.
What was he acting like a psychopath?
We were in some stupid argument. I had our oldest with me and he was acting stupid. And yes, he threw up. Oh, well, we're in this type of relationship. I said, stop. No, we're not doing this right now. I have my kid. Quit. And so I walked around the side of the bed and I said, I swear, if you don't stop, I'm leaving. And that's when he ended up grabbing. I still had.
That's when he grabbed
that. Yes. And I still had our oldest in my hands. And then I got up. I called at the time his brother's girlfriend and I said, I need you to come pick me up. I'm not safe here. I can't be here. And on the drive down to her house, that's when his mom called me.
How did your head?
Where's the other part to this? Because there's a whole nother part, y'all. What, bitch?
Did you hit your head? Do you have memory issue? Well, where did this stem from? Because most people don't just have memory issues.
for years.
He started smoking at like 15.
I've had depression when I was younger, but actually like 17 about it. Go get brain scans.
No money. You've lost a lot. That Willow and your.
This is not it. Let me see.
But based on the past, why would she want you around her?
Alternator went out on it.
Huh? The air went out on it? In the house. Didn't your grandpa buy you a house?
We can keep building our credit.
Oh, you
Hold up. I have got to find the other part of the clip because he says that she did something she wasn't supposed to do, and so he punished her because that's what happened.
How did your head magically appear in his how quickly of him trying to get in? Did the door get kicked in?
I mean, literally, it's a 900 square foot house. I walked to the bedroom, so maybe 10 steps.
So don't fuck with me. You didn't have the keys then. Don't lie to make yourself look good. Yes, okay, but you don't kick the door in within 30 seconds.
I told her, I said, let me in. She walked out, said, no, you said you're leaving. I'm letting you in. I said,
so you think the appropriate response there is to kick the door in? Even still?
I mean,
After I said that he was going to scare my
mistakes,
kids.
like,
yeah.
And I've learned from mistakes. And
I would hope so, because so far what we have is in front of a kid. And
not in front of a kid.
Being walked out on whatever.
Setting yourself up for it. And 2, knocking the door in an type situation.
To which then cops had to arrest him.
Oh my, okay, so you broke down the door. He broke down the door and you called the cops immediately?
I told him, I said, I swear, if you take another step towards me, I'm calling the cops. Had them dialed, and he did. He wanted to start coming at me. And
what? What are you doing? She said no.
And so I did. I called the cops, and I was like, I need an officer out here now. I'm genuinely scared for my life. And
I'm being told he was throwing things. Was he throwing things?
Yeah.
What was he throwing?
He threw my purse that was set on the table from my vacation that I had just gotten back from.
What did he? Where did he throw it?
Towards me.
No, not towards you. Towards the room.
No. Which is where I was standing. I was standing in the doorway of our boys' room, so you could not get to the boys because you said that you were going to take the boys. And I said, no, my boys don't need to see you like this. Don't take another step towards me. And you wanted to take a step towards me and throw things at me. And that's when I called the cops.
Yeah. I don't really fuck with him like that, but sometimes his clips come across and it's really the shit that they be saying. Like, it's not even about
the cops
him.
Told
because he a little
that
fucked
they were
up.
about 30 seconds away and to get out of the way because they were going to make it to, they pushed right past me, literally pushed me to try and get to my kids.
I feel
But
like
based on the past, why would she? How quickly of him trying to get in the door? So you broke down the door. He broke.
I'm mad that.
But
this
based on
other
the past,
clip
why
is
would
not
she
here.
want you around her?
Yeah, and I did not realize.
Oh.
On cars. And so Willow.
That's why I go to mechanics, but yeah.
Well, Willow is very decent working on vehicles. Like, she's loves working on vehicles. And so she's like,
Congratulations, you're the man of the household in every way whatsoever. Except for the DV part.
And so she was like, yeah, I'll put it on there. And then we went and got a loan on it.
The fuck does that
to help out with the mortgage on the house.
Mortgage on the house? Didn't your grandpa buy you a house or something? Is there a mortgage on the house?
Mm-hmm.
So he bought you a house and put the mortgage on you? It's not necessarily a gift.
Yeah.
If you can't afford the mortgage.
He didn't buy me the house. He bought it because 3 days before we were supposed to buy it, my lender came back and said, we can't do it because of your credit.
Yeah.
And so then
maybe you
he
shouldn't get
bought
it.
Yeah.
What's the mortgage?
$1,200.
Dude, that's like basically your entire income. What are we doing here?
Yeah.
What the f are we doing? Guys, what the? Okay. $1,859 in good standing. Surprising. What's the monthly payment on that?
$202.
What's the interest?
36% APR.
Yeeks.
What? 36%? Guys,
And this is the shit that MAGA votes for, because this is the people that vote for that shit, and this is how hard they get hit up because they think they're the big corporation and not the little people that are being charged 36%.
But we keep refinancing it so we can keep building our credit.
Oh, you refinance it to 36%?
No, we only refinanced it twice.
And it's the 36%?
Yes.
Why would you refinance it to 36%?
Because I was young and dumb. Well, not young, because whatever.
It was a year
but
ago.
yeah, and they didn't explain to me. They sent me a text message and they were like, "Oh, you can push back a payment and then get this on top of it." And so I was like, "Oh, okay." And so I asked them, I was like, "Is there any catch to it?" And they're like, "No, we push back your payment, you get this extra money."
And they make more interest.
Yeah, and I did not realize that.
What the f are we doing, guys? This is insane.
And I believe that they didn't explain it to her and that she did not read the paperwork that she signed.
TXU Energy. You have collections for utilities?
Yes. That was when I moved out of the house. He was still staying there. He told me he was going to pay the energy bill. He
You
could
trusted him,
not.
the guy without a job.
Yeah, he could not. And then it got stuck.
Did you hit your head? Do you have memory issues? Let me ask you, between Rover and Plasma, how much money are you bringing in monthly?
You have things in your mom that you always do. Why are you fucking pulling up to her work and then playing with you? What is it? Tell me.
Trauma there.
Why?
There's just so many kids are not like
What?
they cannot be in the same room with
She
each
was
other.
also, and she's no longer on drugs anymore.
Why would she say your kids are not her kid or whatever?
She wanted to.
This place in America.
I think we need to increase.
Plasma, how much money are you bringing in monthly?
I'm mad that I can't find that fucking clip. I almost feel like they must have took that shit down because the way that nigga was talking, y'all. Hold up. I'm about to see if I can find it somewhere else because there's a specific part from that when that man says something to that lady about how he can punish her, how he's entitled to punish her.
What are you talking about? That's literally all you do your life. That's why the first thing you...
Child, he was going in on somebody. He be going in on people too, y'all. Don't think he that safe. He not that safe.
I don't think you guys are... It's 30,000.
Child, I wish I could find this part where that nigga said that shit.
What do you do?
I watch dogs. I'm a pet sitter.
He's a stay-at-home dad.
Yeah.
What are you making dog sitting?
It depends on the month. I mean, some months...
Average month.
Yeah, yeah, it gets
average,
worse.
Probably about 1,500, 2,000.
Sorry.
No, don't apologize. What the was like? What was that reaction for? Tell me. Give me.
Not at all. Average is about $400 a month.
No.
I've done the math. I had to do the math to get to prepare
Y'all see
budgets
how he
for
was
y'all.
gonna lie?
Yeah.
For y'all?
No, not for y'all, but for the show.
Oh, for us, not
yeah.
for you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How the f is there that big of a disagreement? That's an insane 400 to 1,500.
Yeah.
Well, because every once in a while, so I have a regular dog. I watch almost every week. I get paid about 140, 180, depending on his hours.
Oh, a week, a month?
A week.
Okay, well, that gets closer to her number than yours.
And then I also have another dog we watch. And depending on, like this month, we got paid
Stop hitting the table.
Sorry. We get paid, I got paid 1,000 this month.
Okay, this month.
Yeah.
We talked about the average month.
Okay.
She says the average is 4. Did you remember hearing me say the word average?
Yeah.
Did you remember me
Yes.
saying the word average?
Yes.
She said 400.
Yes.
Where's
Yo, yuck. I just feel like yuck. Oh, okay. I feel like this might be it. This might be it.
What do you do for a living? Let's start with you, Willow. What do you do?
Why
haven't you had a job since?
I mean,
What's the youngest person you've ever been with? Without knowing your age first, because maybe you're a 17-year-old with like a 15-year-old. What's the youngest person? What's the youngest person you've ever been with?
I've always dated.
What's the youngest person you've ever been with? Okay, is that true? Okay, he's not telling the truth. What is it? Tell me.
I'm not saying her actual name.
Don't say the name, but
your
who?
wife before me.
Oh, she was.
She was younger than you
by 6 months.
Oh,
but y'all were. He said the youngest person that you've ever dated, not knowing your
fair
age.
enough.
That was what, 15, 16?
Okay, fair enough.
Well, yeah, but
and that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, but
that's
The
reasonable.
wife. And why'd she leave you?
She died. She had muscular dystrophy and passed
She left
away.
you permanently.
Yeah, she had muscular dystrophy and died.
That one's sad. We don't like that one. Rip. Sympathies. It's very difficult to have sympathy for you, but like sympathies. You didn't have a kid with her, did you?
I did.
Shit, okay, that poor kid. I have sympathy for the kid. Yeah, that's really difficult. Where's the kid?
He got taken by CPS. But I have
What?
I have evidence.
Rare to get a butt after that.
I have an evidence where my shit was butchered and chopped and fucked up the whole case.
Okay, okay.
Technically, he didn't get taken.
When was the kid?
Well,
When was the kid not technically taken?
back in 2015.
What's the youngest person you've ever been with?
Fucking
Was
kid
$17.49 a month? I had approximately 4 people individually not connected to each other. How's that possible? What?
Okay, no, that's not the same.
You don't.
Okay.
I had.
Yeah, y'all.
Was $17.49 a month? What's the youngest person you've ever been with? Why haven't you had a job since?
I mean, I apply for jobs.
What do you do?
I watch dog. 1,500, 2,000
for y'all.
Okay, well that gets. She said 400.
Yes.
Okay.
What do you do for a living? Let's start with
40 hours a week.
And it's
Once a month.
$17.49. That's it.
Well, after
Ever known as the highest cost insurance ever pre-checked?
Yeah. Like
Huh?
I asked the same thing.
Or she doesn't answer you?
taxes, insurance, health insurance.
Well, we have the highest disposable income anywhere else in the
We
world.
also
That is the money you have.
Yeah,
What do you
I don't
do
know
for a
what
living?
happened
Let's start
to
with
it,
you,
y'all.
Will.
I'm so mad. I might have to go find this whole thing and come back later with it. But the shit be crazy, y'all. The people he'll have on there, it's actually insane. Like, because he's supposed to be helping them with their finances. But what you really find out is people are so fucked up.
Hello, in Lubbock.
I am an M6.
Okay.
I bring home $17.49
monthly, once a month.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Once a month, it's a monthly paycheck.
Yes.
And it's
Once a month.
$17.49. That's it.
Well, after
insurance, after
Well,
all
the
deductions.
worst insurance ever known is the highest cost insurance ever made in the world.
Well, I mean, y'all stupid ass president doesn't like regulation on insurance companies.
account for the boys. She has her life insurance, her
How much is going to the savings accounts for the boys? And the life insurance. That's coming, that's hitting the pre-check before.
yes.
Yes.
How much are you putting
Everything.
towards all that?
I asked the same thing.
Yeah, like
I asked the same thing.
Or she doesn't answer you?
well, it's like $975 all together. So taxes, insurance, health insurance, life insurance.
And she paying for
watch
everything.
Dogs. I'm a pet sitter. I have a regular dog. I watch.
You can tell me.
The average is about 400. He does not get any dogs. And the one that he just said that we get about 180 a week, we literally got 110 for this last month.
Why haven't you had a job since?
110?
Oh, they're telling me what you want to do. Yeah, why don't you tell me what you want to do?
I mean, eventually I want to try to open up like a business.
Yeah, there it is. That's what he said.
We about to be done with this, y'all, but this shit
What
is
does
crazy.
that even mean?
I mean, I figured I've been watching a lot of videos on Facebook and stuff of like owning a laundromat or
brain rot,
getting a vacant lot for
Rot
like
brain.
trucks or an RV park, something like that. So that way it's passive income, but it's not like you have to be at the job 24/7. So I can be there for
Like the video.
my family
Thank y'all
and the
for being
kids.
here.
How can you afford any of that without even, let's just like, I'm even going to talk about that. It's just like, what the are we doing?
Well, I figured get a loan or something like because they said that
get a loan without a
you
job.
get a bank loan and
Who's going to approve you for a loan?
I mean.
He thinks if he puts it under my name.
Oh, you're going to put it under her name. You guys are officially, so you're not married again?
No.
Good. Not engaged,
God.
right?
We are boyfriend and girlfriend.
Girl.
Fuck. Just start there. My goodness. I don't
Break
even,
up. Break
I
up.
would honestly advocate against it, but fuck it, I'll go with it.
Break up.
What do you do? What do you do for a living? Let's start with you, Willow in Lubbock. Oh, we have the highest disposable
Yeah,
income.
bro.
What do you do for a living?
There's a clip where this nigga is just straight up saying that he has the right to punish her. If she does something wrong, then she gets punished because his mom, that clip was supposed to extend to when she was talking
What do you
about
do?
his mom calling her and going in on her. Let me see. Is that the same one? Yeah, no, I want to make sure he got that.
What do you do for a living? Let's start with you, Willow.
All the
the
deduction.
worst insurance ever known is
Watch dogs.
they're out there. They're hanging out with the babysitter.
Yeah, it might be in this one.
No.
Oh, and we're not even doing that. Point if you're on
Insurance.
Yes, or life insurance or
how much
Insurance.
are you getting? Income per capita region. And I played uncle. No, they were great. Stay at home $49 a month. What are you making dog sitting?
Sorry.
No, don't apologize. What the was like? What was that reaction for? Tell me. Give me.
Not at all.
What do you do for a living?
Child, that nigga ain't making no money. That nigga beating her up and telling her she deserved to get punished because she did something like this. And that's what I be talking about. Like y'all come up with reasons why a man putting his hands on a woman is okay. And it doesn't matter the reason to me that unless you are defending yourself, and I mean really defending yourself, not that shit where y'all set it up. Because men that want to hit you, like, and this is the thing that people really don't understand is when a man really don't want to hit you, y'all, there's nothing that's going to make him hit you. Like, he's going to avoid the situation. He might restrain you. He might push you. He might move you out the way. You know what I'm saying? He might lock you out of somewhere, like, to get away from you. Niggas will do all kind of shit to avoid actually being in a physical altercation with a woman, especially if they love the woman. They care about the woman. And so to me, the fact that so many of y'all don't recognize how this is intentional when men actually end up putting their hands on you and rolling around on the ground with you and all of that. It's something that they're doing intentionally, even if you don't recognize it. 9 times out of 10, you're not going to recognize it. Because y'all don't be knowing what the fuck, DV really is. Hold up, let me see.
Masculine men and feminine.
Oh, that was a good video, that one I had. So I had saved that for y'all too, but we'll come back to that later. Because a lot of, this masculinity and femininity talk, niggas don't know what the fuck they be talking about. Y'all think, oh yeah, this is what I wanted to talk to y'all about.
I think.
So this situation right here, and this is another situation that I think is similar to the Tigger situation, where it's so funny to me that when we have these conversations about like the homophobia and, y'all, really being on the lookout for DL men. And whenever we talk about it and, really what you need to do in order to protect yourself so you don't even have to be worrying about it because people will lie to you. So it's not really something you could really ever know. So in order to create the safety within yourself, you just take responsibility like with anything else, and you make sure that you are getting STD tests with people and they pulling up apps and shit. And you watch, you making sure y'all go to the doctor together, make it a whole little thing, make sure we safe so we can bump nasties. You know what I mean? Like, it's something that responsible adults should be doing at this point. And I know a lot of y'all don't like to do that. So you like to just assume shit and then blame people for how STDs happen as if, you don't know you can get it from fucking with a nigga. I'm playing this lady video because I felt like she was the example of how when we talk about this, how dare you act like so y'all heard me say that I think women should be with DL men, huh? That's what you heard me say? So you think I would tell y'all to be with this nigga? Because some of y'all in the comments, like, my opinion on it is actually to make you more responsible for yourself so that you don't have to worry about those things, right? That's the way I look at it, right? If you want to go about it, continuing to be on the lookout and being very like hyper aware of men's masculinity and what they doing and just really being oppressive on how they are as people because you need your man to show up in a certain way. And I am going to play that other video before we get out of here. But I'm playing this video and one more video and I'm getting the fuck out of here. Y'all like the video, okay? I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for being here. It's real cute. Thank you. Me and Lyric about to go out.
The DL men like Blueface definitely deserve to be outed, and I don't think that they should get the privilege of secrecy. And here is why. When you are actively harming women and using women as a prop to expand your social currency, when you use women and use the abuse of women to expand not only your social currency, but your finances and your clout, and then want to claim that you are helping these women by abusing them in public, is fucking crazy. I don't care if they're consenting to it or not. You as a man have acknowledged your role as a leader, and that's what you're leading them into. All of this because you're fighting a battle that you really want to be with men. You're up here having conversations with a gay man about, well, if I was gay, while actively defending the horrendous way that you treat and speak about women, and that gay man is also supporting and enabling that conversation and refusing to correct you. Props to Jason Lee for making him feel comfortable to have several slips during this interview so that he could expose himself. I don't think that you should get the same privileges of secrecy as other people who are struggling. I think that DL...
Yeah, that's how I feel. That's how I feel. I think y'all don't be right when we call it out for what it is. Y'all be on them niggas' side. So who are you really upset about? Who are you really upset at? And just to talk about, I feel like, the problematic shit that be going on and to end with this.
Men like Blueface.
The problematic shit. Where that shit at? The problematic shit is the way I think when I talk to a lot of women, it's how they think men should show up and why they are okay to be in relationships with men that I feel like are too violent, too abusive, and they shouldn't really be attracted to that shit. But because they have been groomed to be attracted to abuse, and I really do think that's the case. When you watch movies and television shows and you listen to the music, we have made it attractive and like some type of romance situation to be in an abusive relationship with a fuck ass nigga. Think about it. You for most hoes, it be turning y'all on for a nigga to be like, come here, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like you turned on by, a nigga calling you a old, you know what I'm saying? You hoe, you bitch, and fucking you and all of that. A lot of y'all hoes be into that and not, do your kink shit. But let's be fucking for real. That's not healthy, hoe. Like, what you mean? Hoes ain't healthy, and healthy hoes ain't doing that. That's not what's going on. Listen.
Masculine men and feminine women don't exist. Those are just basic adult skills men tend to lack. And it's easier to Masculine men and feminine women don't exist. Those are just basic adult skills men tend to lack. And it's easier to call them emasculine than incompetent because so many men are. This conversation was happening within the Christian community where this one woman was like, Christian men aren't masculine enough to approach me. The ability for a man to approach you is not masculine. It is a basic human adult skill.
You want a man who has communication skills, who can talk to people. That's not masculine. That's just what it requires to be an adult. You're calling it masculine because you're noticing most men don't possess these skills anymore because men are not men anymore. They're just not adults anymore. You don't want a man who's like tough and strong and can kill bugs because that's masculine. You want a man like that because that's brave, and everybody has to be brave. Men just don't tend to be because nowadays we just ask them to make money and go to bed. A feminine woman is nurturing and kind and empathetic. Those aren't feminine traits. Those are expected characteristics of an adult human. If you want a man who can go like provide and pay the bills while you stay home and cook, that's fine. That's a dating preference. That is specialization of labor in a partnership. The masculinity behind that is ambition and wanting to care for others. Two traits that are just
Everybody
basic
gotta have.
adult traits that everyone needs to have. It's not a masculine when a man can't financially provide. It just demonstrates that he doesn't care for others, isn't financially responsible, and guess what? Those are not masculine traits. He's just an incompetent man, and you can say that.
And the reason why I wanted to tell y'all about this clip is because I be hearing the way how y'all identify masculinity, for one. And then number two, I actually was on somebody's live and y'all know I listen to debate talk. And the way the men talk about what you want a man to be masculine, and to them, a man being masculine is a man having things. Girl, a man having a house, a job, a car, and a cell phone number that don't change every 3 months. Apparently, that's you wanting masculinity, even though you as a woman has a job, a house, a car, a cell phone you've had for more than a year. These are adult traits that you want men to have. But we have to categorize it as masculinity in order to buck their fucking head up in order for them. See, look, you're being a big man. You're being a big man. Look at you. You're working. You're taking care of yourself. You're wiping your own ass. Look, he's wiping his own ass. He's a big man. Like, that's how y'all want us to deal with this? Because a lot of this shit that y'all be talking about that's masculinity is just somebody being a grown adult person with emotional regulation, because that's what stoicism actually is supposed to be. Stoicism is not supposed to be coldness and cruelty. It's supposed to be like self-control. Being able to actually see what's going on, take things in before responding. That's what stoicism is really supposed to be about. And yes, the bar is so fucking low, which is why there's so many women and so many people that are in the comments telling you this terrible advice that all she had to do was give the fucking phone back. When legally, that is domestic violence, ho. For you to fight a bitch over a phone, I don't care if it's yours or not, that's domestic violence, ho. That's what it is. Is you assault. It's assault and battery, bitch. Go look it up. And then one of the homegirls in the comments said that depending on what state you in, anything purchased, even a phone, can be community property, and you don't have a right to snatch it and run with it and do all of this weird shit about it. Oh yeah, I watch Public Offender. I watch Public Offending. I watch Shannon. It's a few niggas over there that I fuck with that it's like, okay, these niggas make sense. Guess what? All of them be having wives. All of them look clean. Everybody look like they got wipes in their bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need y'all to get y'all life together. Like, I really do. I need y'all to get y'all life together out here in these streets. Because y'all have really let stupid people on the internet buck y'all head up to think that y'all's ignorant, violent responses to shit are validated or warranted, and it's not. Like, it's still not, y'all. It's still not okay to assault somebody because they're holding your phone. Like, you still can't do that. I know you want to, but no, it's still going to be assault and battery, and it's not going to be self-defense, and it's not going to be, oh, they stole my phone. No, you're not going to be able to say in front of a fucking judge, yeah, I beat their ass because they took my phone, and they be like, all right, well, I mean, they didn't assault you. They just had your phone. You could have called us and said they stole your phone, but you put your hands on them. So now this is an assault, and you still have an assault case. And then if a judge even wanted to be like, okay, well, we're going to say they stole the phone, so they're going to get hit up for stealing, right? And then you're going to get hit up for violence, for domestic violence. And then she can get hit up for stealing. And it doesn't change the fact that you still did some shit that was wrong that did not have to be done. Like, I'm gonna need for y'all to grow the fuck up. Niggas in the comments talking about grow up. Yes, bitch, grow up. It's just a phone. Are you okay? It's just a phone, bitch. It's just a phone. He was gonna get the phone back, girl. They live in the same house. It's not worth all that. It's not. It's literally not worth all that. That man out of a job right now. Right? Nigga out of a job right now. Nigga got a DV case. Hold up. Before I get out of here, let me pull up that shit right quick before I get out of here. Just to fucking make sure. Hold up. Big Tigger DV case. I'm sure TMZ will pull it up. Okay. Yes, that's exactly what the fuck I said it was. He got charged with cruelty to children, which means there was children at the house. So excuse me if I thought that was their child. It don't matter if it's his child, her child, it was a child. And you're not supposed to be subjecting children to domestic violence. And bitch, wrestling with a hoe for a phone is domestic violence. Go Google some shit and stop arguing with me on the internet, ignorant assholes. I said what the fuck I had to say. I appreciate everybody. I love you guys. Thank you for coming. Subscribe. Follow BondyBlue Bites. Don't forget Reset by Design Wellness, girl. You know, I'm going to go in Woosah eventually in September. And if you want to come with me, you should. Link down below in the description box, okay? All right, y'all. I'll fuck with y'all, okay? I'm about to go. Where we going? We're going to Mauritius. We're going to East Africa, girl. Willow, willow, way, willow, willow, way, willow, willow, way, willow, willow, way. Ooh, na, na, na. Ooh, na, na. Newbie me? Thank you for the super chat. You already on it. Keep blazing and uplifting. Thank you. Thank you, Asada. Hey, Bondy, did you see on the Jasmine Brown Instagram, Ray J was so embarrassing? Oh, yeah, girl. We talked about it. I don't know when you got here. Babe, you shaking everything. Stop African dancing in the background. Keith Sampson, thank you for the super chat. Always love the content and conversations. Love everybody. Thank you. Love you too. Look, I even love some of you hoes that y'all may not get it today. Y'all gonna get it eventually though. Y'all gonna come back when y'all got y'all fucking mind right. When you find your motherfucking mind, you come back and you call me. Okay? Thank you, Graduated Thought, for gifting everybody with memberships. Greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. That's so cute that y'all could do that. That's fire. I like that. Okay. But I'ma just tell y'all, at the end of the day gotta end. And I believe
A tabernacle. It's a dick on the phone. You telling me it's a dick on the phone. He said it's a dick on the phone. I said, so right now if I look at the phone, there's gonna be a dick in it.